Torpor, welcome in, and congratulations on being officially the fastest thing alive, claiming first in the chat for this stream. So you've been first through the doors 59 times since that command was brought in. Very close to 60. Scary stuff. I hope you're doing well today. I've got the snuffles this morning. Well, afternoon now, I suppose. Hello, Tidders. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, they do that every single time. The new captions, when I start using them, seem to pick up my accent better, so maybe they'll actually understand that I'm saying torpor. Oh, look, there we go. It actually understood it that time. It's a town in New Zealand, is it actually? But yeah, you appear to be Torpo, whatever that is, and pretty much slap bang in the centre of North Island. Oh, okay, neat. Other side of the world, quite literally. Hot damn. And Tidders usually comes through as Tedders, but it's actually picking Tidders up properly as well today, so that's weird. But yeah, unfortunately the captions aren't perfect. They never have been. I have been wondering what it was calling you, and now we know. Geography thing. Neat. Okay, I think I've done everything. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm coming down with something, because I just feel constantly sort of snuffly and fuzzy. Maybe it's time for me to hibernate. I think it's a seasonal thing, yeah, maybe. Oh, I noticed I was horrendously loud on the stream last night when I went back to get a clip of Watson's "I am very tired and need a bath" speech. So I've put the microphone slightly further away from me today. Hopefully I'm still audible, but hopefully it picks up less of me just like smiling and breathing and my glasses chain hitting my headphones and shit like that, because we don't like that. That's no bueno. It does also mean the captions are less likely to pick me up correctly, unless I'm enunciating and shit, and we've just been through the fact that I'm sleepy, so that's not going to happen. I mean, it might, but not very often. So, we're going to play some more Verne, which I think I'm saying correctly now. Verne? Verne? Jules Verne. Which the captions don't pick up at all. But I bet if I say Jules Verne, yeah, there you go. So if I say it wrong, the captions pick it up correctly. If I say it as close to correctly as I am physically capable of, nah. I don't know how much of this is left, to be fair. Chapter 5, In the Depths of Imagination. South Atlantic Ocean, April 2nd, 1888. Alright, alright. Oh, wrong button. Jumping straight in with a quick time event.
Incroyable.
Fabulous.
You were right, Adriel. That's true. The force of imagination has...
Oh, hello, Dee.
Nothing will stop us now. We have it. At last, the flame of Hephaestus will be in our hands. The
Make has
Waiting
been a sub
patiently.
for 32 months.
Take it
Very
The cutscene
naughty.
to finish.
She must readjust the servo radars and the Nautilus's navigation system to integrate the compass of destiny. Verne, take the IMAG to the safe chamber.
Captain,
I must apologize for earlier. I crossed
Starting with a
the line.
cutscene. Great stuff. I can't say hello to anybody.
You deserve it. The
Come
Ancestors
on.
Island is waiting for us.
yes. Captain, Nemo still seemed to trust me. However, despite his good manners, I couldn't avoid looking at him as a murderer.
Oh, yeah.
I got to admire him.
I remember
His
now.
scientific genius was brilliant.
Perfect. Okay, cool. I think we're out of cutscene territory now. Good stuff. Okay. DMAC, thank you very much for being subscribed for 32 fucking months. Holy shit. I hope you're doing well today, mate. Nikki, thank you for the treat for the bar staff. I can see that Chibitan has already had their treat. Yep. I will have my treat. And if Dee wants to have a treat as well, seeing as he's in chat, he is welcome to do so. My treat is on theme with the music, I think. A little witch gummy. Thank you very much. And thank you for the treat for Porthos, who is not here again. What the fuck, dog? Oh, there you are. Oh, he came to sit on his bed because he heard he was getting a treat. It's pretty early for rum, but who am I to challenge the whims of chat? It's past 3 o'clock somewhere. Say hi to the boy. Say please. Good boy. There you go. You can have some scritches as well for being a good boy. Chin scritches. Yeah. Thank you, Nikki. Anybody else slept wrong? No, I actually slept surprisingly well. Thank you very much, Rocket, but I'm sorry to hear you didn't. Right arm joint fucking hates me today. Oh, bless you. Now that is a sensation I appreciate. It's booze o'clock somewhere in the world. Exactly, Tidders. Exactly. Oh, and another treat for Porthos. Or was it Tidders that did that? No, that's another treat for Porthos. We'll give him another treat then. He's gotten closer to my chair. Look how close he is to the chair now, in the hopes of getting treats. So close to the chair. Can we get you on the camera for this? Slobber. So much slobber. So much slobber. Look at that. I don't know if you'll be able to see that on camera actually, but oh, that's gross. Little mate, you are disgusting sometimes. You bed. Butt. Just get some dog butt on camera. Very classy. This is a classy establishment. There's no more treats, sweetheart. You settle down for me? Oh! That's a no. Just got to do pirate things to make it okay, like raiding a ship or downloading a car, exactly. Just equip the 0-day banner in Rocket League, so that counts, I think. Yeah, that counts, that counts. You are officially a Rocket League pirate now. Okay. So...
I speak with Nemo before. I don't want to seem impolite.
Okay, so we can't go any further to the left, that's fine. So we'll just investigate everything here first.
Schopenhauer. It's a shame that the nation killed him because of his ideas.
For anyone that wasn't here last week when we played this, or that doesn't remember, Captain Nemo is planning on committing a genocide. Which, I get that he's angry and that he's lost a lot of people he cares about because of the very fashy-looking enemy that we're against, but I'm not sure committing a genocide is the right way to fix the problem. I mean, who isn't in this day and age? Treat being a witch was on theme as I'm currently shopping for pointy hats. Love it. Love it. This is pretty. Fish.
This katana was a gift from the Empire of the Rising Sun to the captain for his aid against the nation.
That is not a katana, it's not long enough.
Mr. Verne, I am glad to see you in better shape.
Thanks, Captain. I've been here only for a few days, and I'm still getting used to this marvel.
I'm glad you like it. I've been thinking. The Atlantean priests from Placea's cult believed that there were individuals blessed by her who were more sensitive to her influx. Perhaps you are one of them, and that's why you were able to find the artifact of imagination.
Atlantis? I thought that was a myth, a tale for children.
You have had evidence of their existence in your hands. How do you make it work?
I'm not sure that I make the iMac work. Rather, I would say it reacts to events.
That's interesting. Do you fancy an underwater walk? I have a job for you.
A walk? Under the sea? Of course.
Where are you taking me, Captain? I can see ruins in the distance.
You are going to witness a great milestone of my journey. Follow me.
The diving suits are fantastic, though I do prefer Nemo's to Az. I was expecting cement shoes time, this is better. To be fair, this is a flashback, so no need for cement shoes yet. Unlike other locations, you can't run under the sea. So in space, no one can hear you scream, and under the sea, no one can run.
Lead soles keep me on the ground.
This is such a pretty game.
Slow me down. But these views are so captivating. Cedric has asked us to find some specific algae for his research.
Crab.
I don't know if I could even recognize them with this helmet.
Crab. Say hello to the crab, everybody. Aw. It doesn't like it when I look at it. Ah. Is that a little hermit crab? That's a little hermit crab. Hey, little hermit friend. Oh, right, we're supposed to be looking for algae. Okay. Ooh, that's a big pearl.
My goodness.
She's a beauty, isn't it?
Really impressive. That pearl must be worth a fortune. Do you want to take it?
No. I just wanted to show it to you. Who are we to interrupt a life cycle
I agree.
that has been growing for years, creating layers with each secretion it produces? Why? To sell the pearl? To write a book about the discovery? By chance, is our fame more important than nature itself?
See, he seems like a pretty good guy. Then he thinks about killing people. And not like the normal healthy amount of killing people either. An unhealthy amount of killing people.
I hope you help
Pretty.
Cedric with the vaccine.
Another crab. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
I should speak with Nemo before.
Oh, okay.
Can you feel the heat rising from underground? We must move carefully. Lava is still flowing among the ruins.
Okay.
Where are we, Captain?
You are beholding the remains of a pre-Hellenic temple dedicated to Placaea, the Atlantean goddess.
What?
We spotted it months ago. This cult survived the fall of Atlantis and thrived for a few years in the primeval
We got a
Greece.
cult.
In their mythology, they linked together the flame of Hephaestus with Placaea. We believe there might be hidden information here about the flame location.
Believe? Didn't you?
Yay,
We
cult!
explored it for weeks in order to make a safe way to the center of the temple. However, when we reached the doors that guard it, it was impossible for us to open them.
I'm surprised that you didn't blow them away.
Do you think that I am like one of these brutes from the nation? I never destroy what I don't know. This temple is unique. It must be preserved, not destroyed. At that moment, we couldn't stay any longer. The Nautilus was needed for the war many miles away from here. But now is different. You and the IMAG are here.
Fascinating.
So, things that turn up a lot more often than I expected them to in my streams. Tentacles, giant women, cults. Oh, wait, I needed to fuck about with the thing, didn't I, after I spoke to him? Sounds like all the makings of a great weekend. I'm glad you think so, Tids. Maybe I should have gone off to the right first. There might have been, like, extra shit there. Ah, well. Hey, it's the thing from the menu screen. Speaking of tentacles.
Terrifying.
True. In some cultures, the octopus and its tentacles are linked with the spiral of creation and creativity.
Fascinating.
To be fair, octopi are super smart.
I'm going forward. Take your time to contemplate this wonder. I'll wait at the Opisthotomus entrance. Follow the lifeline.
Like, they fashion tools out of things around them to help them acquire food and stuff like that. They are very clever creatures. Oh, there might have been some more algae that way. I wonder if I can go back and get it.
The wire has been cut by the nibbling of some sea.
Oh, hello, Porthos.
If I had the tools, it would be easy to repair.
Oh, that's not going to work. There he is. I'd left the privacy cover on the dog in chair cam. He's just like hopped up. Hey, buddy. You keeping me company? Yes, that's right. Swerve. Yes. They're good scratches. Enjoying some undercollar scratches. Yeah. Oh, the chair's spinning. Hey, cutie pie. Hi. Oh, you wanted to be closer to the treat jar. I see. I see. Let's see if we can get a little bit more of you on the camera. Without me knocking the camera off of the monitor. Super professional right now, folks. There we go. Now you can actually see the boy. Like, properly and stuff. Excuse me, sir. What do you think you're doing? Are you folks seeing this? You want to be close to me? Oh. Right. Hold on. There you go. Oh shit, I've not medicated today. Thanks for the reminder, Porthos. And for anyone else that hasn't medicated today,
Go take your fucking meds.
We can actually bring this back this way a little bit now, I think. So you've got less of the boxes and more of the dog. Excuse me, I need to get to my meds. They're just at the foot of the chair. Yes, I know you want to give me a kiss, but I'm not going to let you because your face smells like arse. Yes, you can sniff my hair. No, nobody else can sniff my hair. Just the dog. Uh-oh. Where's that gone? Excuse me while I fish all of my meds out and take them. Thank you for not stealth kissing me whilst I was leaning forward. You're a good boy. You are. You're a good boy. A good but very stinky boy. No, this isn't food, sweetheart. Trust me, you do not want to take hormones. Hey, Soul, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Aww. Right. Now that I have medicated... Oh, a treat for Porthos. Thank you, Sol. Trying to be quiet whilst he was crunching so that hopefully the microphone would pick it up a little bit. Hopefully it did. Can't go any further that way. What's up, sweetheart? What are you staring at the floor for? The baby's being a baby about things again. Let's move the camera slightly further away from you. See if that helps with actually being able to see you. Ooh. Oh, you get me as well. You poor souls. There we go. Well, you get my torso and my chin. But you get the most beautiful boy in the world.
Hello there.
Frost experiments have turned acceptable results. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Trying to mix gold paint with the stuff was a mistake. Or, as Bob Ross says, a happy accident. Cool, we can go outside. So we'll go back to outside the temple and explore to the right. In case we've missed anything. You watch, it'll be an invisible wall or something.
There I see the algae Cedric needs.
Oh, no, there we go. There is something useful here. But we can't reach it. Dang it! Oh, yes we can. We have... a great collapse or a very thin base? I think a great collapse.
The stones couldn't hold more and collapsed.
Oops. Okay, no. That was probably not the right thing to do. I can just hear his poor unfortunate soul being sung in there. Hey, Waffle, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today and don't have too much of a hangover after yesterday. I suppose that counts as a death,
Panda
yes.
has been a sub for 13 months.
Very
Panda.
important. We let the Bezobuckers flow for good beans and good vibes.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much, Panda. Welcome on in. Thank you for being subscribed for a year and a month with your Bezos bucks. I hope you're doing well today. And hello, Soup, as well. What's shaking? Cheese and bacon? Cheese and bacon.
But what happened? There was barely anything left.
There we go. Okay, so we fixed it. We broke it, but we fixed it. And now we wait. And we'll try a very thin base instead. I'm immune to hangovers because I do not let me become drunk. I stop at tipsy. Good plan. Good plan.
The base was so eroded by the years of pressure that it finally collapsed.
Ah, okay. See, I was sort of expecting that to
I now have all
collapse
the algae for
both
sale.
bits of the base, but I guess not. Yay! We completed the side mission. Oh! I didn't realise that, because I wasn't paying attention while we were walking, that our, like, helmet frill is like a tri-piece mohawk. That's pretty neat. We look like a dinosaur. And watching even longer, indeed. Oh, he's getting comfy. You comfy? That's a good lad. Yeah. Speaking of Prime, currently playing Dexter Stardust, which is a pointy click and free on Prime Gaming. Ooh, cool. I'll have a look at that. Thank you for the heads up, Panda. I know what we're playing when we finish this, because a new DLC's come out for the Golden Idol, and I really want to play it. So I'm going to play it for you folks. Soup, thank you for the treat for Porthos. Are you fucking kidding me? Let's try that again. So he took the treat off of me and then sort of like booped it out of his mouth with his tongue and dropped it, and I think it's ended up in my meds box. I love you, you furry little dimwit. Yeah, I do. Oh, and thank you for the treat for the bar staff. Chibi Tanner's had theirs. No way, buddy. You are not having one of these. These will make you sick. These are for me. And it is... Oh my god, that is horrifying. It is a ghost with big googly eyes. Isn't that just haunting? Thank you, Soup. No, Porthos, you're not having one of those. Gummy sweets are for peoples. You have fishy treats. He gave you a free snack for when you next need to med. How thoughtful. I suppose we can look at it like that. I have taken Paris. I can now tax those fuckers. Good. Do it, Rocket. Porthos had 2 brain cells to rub together, but traded 1 for even better puppy eyes. He did. Our boy is a himbo, and we love him for that. Isn't that right, sweetheart? You're thick as 2 short planks, and we wouldn't have you any other way. All he cares about is food. Like, the second I stopped petting him, then he just looked at my hand as if to say, so I get snacks now, yeah? You wanna get down? Go on then. Bye-bye. And he's gone. I can relate. Yeah, me too. Oi! Get your nose out of my meds box. I'll fish the treat out of it for you later. This fucking dog, man. How do I get anything done? Like, I'm gonna have to get Slow to almost physically guard the dog when I'm doing time tick, because I can't have him just in here causing problems while I'm doing my runs. Do I have to hold it? Oh, I bet we have to go and fix the wire. Time tick command? Oh, I need to do that, yeah. I haven't done that yet. Good shout, D. I am super excited about the time tick. I know I mentioned it last night, and I'm probably going to mention it repeatedly throughout the course of several streams leading up to it.
The wire resisted the sea creature's curiosity and kept withstanding.
Where? Oh, I see. I see. I thought the game had crashed. It has not. The recording from last night was being archived in the background, and the archiving finished. The Tolkien Music Festival next weekend in the town where my dad works. Oh, that sounds fun. We looked at that. I vaguely remember we looked at that.
This ancient Greek tests my knowledge, but I can read that this is the first part of 3 of the Primordials' story.
Neato. Let's have a look. Primordials 1. Exceptional Atlanteans. Among the people of Atlantis, there was a small group that underwent a mutation caused by exposure to the flame of Hephaestus, which gave them extremely long longevity and the ability to influence the emotions of others. Saying long longevity seems a little weird to me, but okay. In turn, that influence fed back. The more individuals were influenced by it, the stronger it became, and that, in turn, allowed them to reach more people. Was there? How far back did us? Like, back over here? How did I not notice it? Oh, yeah! Oh, wonderful!
Seems like some object on its way to the moon? What kind of place is this?
Thanks for that, Tits. The Journey to the Moon, Space and the Human Beings. Published in 1865, From the Earth to the Moon is a science fiction story, but also a satire on American society. The novel is set in the period after the Civil War, where all the weapons have been put aside in the name of peace, causing many Americans to feel powerless and bored. Oof, shots fired. Accurate shots fired. Therefore, the Baltimore Gun Club is formed, and the club's president, faced with a shortage of things to blow up, suggests a new use for guns and weapons knowledge. Build a giant cannon and fire a rocket to the moon to conquer it and make it America's newest state. The fact that the space exploration is not inspired by any scientific desire, but by the pure need for destruction, is one of the great reflections that Verne leaves us with. As for the scientific aspects of the novel, there are an extraordinary number of overlapping details between the mission described in the book and that of the flight of the Apollo 11 mission, more than 100 years later. A demonstration of the extent to which Verne took care of the scientific aspects of his stories. For example, among many of his predictions, including the launch site, the curvature, etc., Verne estimated the duration of the journey to be 97 hours, 4 days and 1 hour. The first piloted trip that allowed man to set foot on the moon lasted 4 days. Shots fired, I thought the problem was that they weren't. If I'm not mistaken, the Méliès film is inspired by, though doesn't stick particularly closely to, the Verne book. I am a big fan of the Méliès film. Méliès in general, to be honest with you. Just a fantastic creative mind. Did some amazing things that really pushed cinema forwards. And some of those things are still used in cinema today, which is just fucking awesome. Méliès, Melissa, words. No, yeah, you're right. Méliès was a fascinating individual. Ah, okay. Will it work now? No? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, let's have a look.
Magnificent.
It is pretty neat.
Nemo and his crew. I'm the first human being that has rested his eyes on these views in thousands of years. If only I could explore them.
Can we use our powers for our own personal gain here? No, we can't. Damn it. Oh, I will be happy when I stop feeling ill. I'm still feeling rough. I mentioned it on Wednesday. I think I mentioned it on Friday as well, but I'm still feeling rough now.
Fascinating. It would be wise if I bring a few more oxygen tanks.
I'm hoping that whatever's causing it just abates soon. We've got some writing on the walls, but... Oh, shit, we trapped.
Are you all right?
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Panda.
A bit frightened, but in one piece. The iMag is outside.
Ah,
Yes,
bollocks.
But it has turned off. There must be a way to activate again this mechanism.
Wait a moment. There's an inscription here. 4 victories to open these gates. It must allude to 4 tests.
You have enough oxygen.
Yay.
Explore the hall and take the tests. I am sure that they will reveal what we are looking for.
But what if I don't make it? And if I run out of oxygen?
Mr. Verne, surrender is not an option at the Nautilus. We can't tear down these gates without compromising the whole building structure. Your only way out is solving those
Seems like a
problems.
poor design choice.
I found a new inscription. To open the forge of Hephaestus, you must fire up its 4 flames. It must allude to the 4 doors in front of me.
Forge of Hephaestus. Mr. Verne, we are on the right path. Go on.
I like the captain's slight Vincent Price twang to his voice. There is a bit of a twang there, isn't
I
there?
feel heavy in this wetsuit, and it begins to be hard to breathe.
Uh-oh.
You are making a great effort in your first underwater walk. Did I tell you when I faced the Kraken?
Don't patronize me. It makes me sick.
Okay, so those doors don't appear to be open or interactable. Hello, butterfly. That opens the first door. Solve the 4 challenges. What could possibly go wrong here? Oh, you know how I was trying to figure out what we could play on Friday?
Enter the first door.
I've got another game that was gifted to me by Grox
What did you see inside?
that I need to stream at some point.
Wonderful things.
So maybe we'll play that.
A volcano on an island. Hephaestus's place, I guess. It reminds me of Prometheus's tale. The one who stole fire from the gods to favor mankind. Nevertheless, here is Placia,
I see what you mean, Panda.
the one that steals the
Well,
flame.
here.
This is Placea's myth. We don't know for sure what Atlanteans believe in, but the descriptions that have made it to us associate the flame of Hephaestus with Placea's ability of arousing imagination, being that the origin of Atlanteans' great power.
Arouse imagination? You mean like muses do?
Exactly.
I'm wondering if Nemo's voice actor has English as a secondary language rather than a primary. Because there's a certain sort of tonal quality to his voice that you just generally don't hear in native English speakers.
A labyrinth. I must rotate it to link the lines with the flame.
Oh, goody. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the only bit that doesn't rotate is the tiny little bit there. So we want to work from the inside out. Oops, hit the wrong button. That looks like it already matches up.
Yes.
There we go. Easy peasy. That or the studio just likes classic horror as well as classic literature.
The first trial is completed. A liquid has appeared on the walls. It looks like the Nautilus's blue blood.
What I'd give to see what you are seeing. Make haste. Oxygen is not endless.
Your paternalism will suit me quite well now. Tell me about the Kraken.
I made it up. Krakens aren't real.
There is a strong possibility of that, Panda, but yeah, there's a certain, like I said, tonal quality to the voice that you generally don't hear with native English speakers. And I really like it. It's a good tone. He's got a good voice.
From what I see and understand from these inscriptions, Placea ventured inside the forge of Hephaestus.
Yeah, exactly, Panda. It could be all of the above. It could be none of the above. Who knows?
Power. She expected to free mankind, providing them with the gift of imagination.
I'll have all the algae for Cedric.
Cedric Collingwood, medical officer. Cedric's youthful appearance can be deceiving, as he is a military doctor with a lot of experience in the British Empire Army. He belongs to the 4th generation of a family of doctors. His role during the European campaigns of the war against the nation earned him several medals and a special commendation from the Queen. However, his patriotism and pride in his army changed radically when he was deployed to the front lines of the Indian colonies. There, in the middle of the jungle, he saw with his own eyes that his beloved British army was as savage as the nation was. His attempts to help the local population and his repeated insubordinations led to his dismissal without honour. After that, disowned by family and friends, he spent several years in the jungle, pouring all his efforts into saving as many as possible from the war and the plagues that ravaged the region. It was during this period of madness and violence that Cedric met Captain Nemo. Immediately he was captivated, finding that his passion for science was as strong as his desire to end injustice in the world. He joined the crew of the Nautilus without thinking about it, becoming one of the captain's most important collaborators and one of the most experienced by the time Verne arrives on the submarine. I love apolitical games. Yeah, me too. This is a very apolitical game. However, after being expelled from the army, he had vowed not to cause any more harm. Every time the Nautilus sinks a ship, he spends several days without sleep. He knows that war against an enemy as formidable as the nation requires sacrifices, but he begins to suspect that the captain carries them carries them out with disturbing attachment. There we go. I got there eventually. In addition to his practice, Cedric is working on a research project that could save millions of lives on Hemera, a cure for cholera extracted from specific algae that are only accessible through the technology of the Nautilus. He believes in Nemo and his idea of a fair world, but he has seen too much to do so blindly. Complicated character,
Okay.
that one.
The goddess spreads out what seems to be the energy rays, like the sun. But being a woman, she's related to the moon and her creative power. Thus, the answer to this enigma must be related to the moon cycle. Each one must mark a ray extension.
I hope that means something to you.
Okay. I think that did too, then. Okay, so we can do up to 3. And then we want... Oh, that's weird. Okay, so you actually have to select in the direction that the thing is from where you are, rather than just being able to press right over and over again. I had to press down to get to this one. That was weird. That's 2. And then 3. The music here is very tense, isn't it? That's 1. And that's 2. You can't hear the music. Remember, old is good, new is bad, and the only spices are mayonnaise and maybe salt. Hey, I like mayonnaise. New is good, but I like mayonnaise. No music here. Oh, okay then. Let me just increase the audio for you. Okay, you should be able to hear it now. Just gonna wait and see. Okay, the music has stopped now. Because it doesn't play constantly, so... I can hear breathing, yeah. If the music starts again, I'll tell you that it started up again, and we'll go from there. Shit, which one did I just do? I did that one. So next it's... this one. Then it's... this one. And then finally, this one. There you go. Can you hear it? So I'm looking at the like audio output on OBS, and it certainly looks like it should be audible for you folks.
Yes!
Okay, give me a second. Settings. I heard the sting. Yeah, but the sting was a lot louder than everything else. I'll put the music up to 86 and maybe then you folks will be able to hear it. Hey, 16-bit, how you doing? Thank you very much for the 16 bits.
16-bit underscore hyper
Hope you're doing well today.
Shared. X16. Power up like 16-bit 30 SERP power UPR.
Captain, what's the word for victory in Hindi?
VJ.
Really? I went to school with a VJ. Aw, glad to see you too, Turbo. I don't know what to call you. I don't know whether to call you 16-bit or Turbo or Hyper. What do you prefer? That's what I should be asking right now. Right, can you folks hear the spooky music in the background yet? Whichever, okay. Butterfly. I get 16-bit loads. I heard that bit. But you're not hearing the, like the... Yeah, the ooh twang. That's the one. Nicely described, Panda. The creepy ooh twangs in the background. I think I can hear the humming. Okay. It's like atmospheric music. It's really good, actually. It's just a shame that you folks can't hear it so
with
clearly.
death for us, facing ruthless creatures released by Hephaestus to stop her.
Is that a golden idol just hanging out in the ceiling there?
I don't have a good feeling about this, but I can't see any other way out.
I also have a bad feeling about this, Indiana Verne. Voices are a lot louder now. Right, okay. Let's turn the voices down. And we'll turn the sounds down as well, because they were okay before. Maybe 90? It's so weird that, like, it makes me do it in 10s. There doesn't seem to be a way to do it in less than 10, but I somehow managed to get it to 96 before. I would say I have a way with words, but really I have a way with onomatopoeia, and it's fucking fantastic, Panda. What are we playing? We are playing Verne. Oh, what's the full title? Is it Journey into Fantasy? I constantly forget. The Shape of Fantasy, there we go. It's called Verne, The Shape of Fantasy. It is a point-and-click adventure game. It's definitely an adventure game, though we are not pointing and clicking, we are using a controller. In which you play Jules Verne, or Jules Verne, if you're saying it properly, but the captions don't seem to like it when I do that. And we're basically sort of going through elements of his most famous works, and we're learning bits about him and his characters. It's fun.
The door! It's closing! Vite! Vite!
But I can't run! Oh! Oh! I died. Not to be confused with Film, The Shape of Water, which is the queer allegorical monster fucking centric sequel. Oh my god. Yeah, I died. The urgency of this is really hampered by the fact that I can't run because I'm in a diving suit with lead shoes. Oh, no! Oh, dear. Okay. Third time's the charm, right? Okay, so we have to wait here. Yeah, there we go.
By a whisker.
Don't give up now.
VJ.
This is the point when we find out that Captain Nemo has lied to us and VJ doesn't mean victory and we're actually saying something really offensive.
After receiving the flame, mankind began to benefit from the power of imagination almost immediately. The jealous gods realized that it couldn't be taken back from them. So, to shift the balance back in their favor, they resolved to release fear to weaken them, strengthening the horrors that already dwelled amongst the human race. It must allude to Phobos, Placea's brother. Creative and destructive imagination, hope and fear. The last mural depicts a huge flame devouring a city.
Phobos, the dark side of imagination. Phobos is Placea's twin. As happened with most Atlantean primordials, twin couples, he was her negative version. If Placea's presence stimulated creativity in humans, Phobos's excited fear and destructive imagination. Ah, so Phobos is the guy that's like in the back of your mind going, go on, put your hands in the mower blade, that'll be fun. Hence phobia, yeah. At the beginning, in Atlantis, both siblings lived in balance. Creativity is necessary, but so is fear, since it drives us away from dangers. Nevertheless, when Atlanteans began to fret about supposed alien invasions that wanted to steal the flame of Hephaestus from them, Phobos began to acquire an unimaginable power. Ah yes, the power of xenophobia. Atlantis transformed from being a centre of cultural and knowledge exchange to an impregnable castle due to Phobos' influence. Even his sister was subdued by him, and was forced to inspire the creation of new weapons to defend their culture from the barbarians. Fear became horror and tyranny, and in the last term, Phobos' influence on the Atlanteans was responsible for the destruction of their civilization, since it blinded them through fear and forced them to spill all their resources to protect themselves, instead of continuing to build for the greater good. The greater good. Like his sister, Phobos was away from Atlantis when the explosion of the flame of Hephaestus took place. They and other primordials became orphans all of a sudden, pushed to sort their lives without a home to return to. Sort your life out, Phobos. The greater good. Hey, Kian, welcome in. Crusty jugglers. Oh, guess who owns a Japanese peace lily now? Mum bought me a Japanese peace lily. And she handed it to me. And she went, it's a peace lily, that is. And I went, you just give me a Japanese peace lily. She didn't twig straight away until I threatened to smack Slow over the head with it when he made a nasty comment. I'm going to be a mess and run away, though. Got to go to the shop. I'm also desperate, needed a nap because head is out. No worries at all, Panda. Thank you again for the resub. I hope your head feels better soon. And I hope your trip to the shops goes well. And that doesn't make you a mess. You are a good bean. A good being who has things they need to do, both generally speaking and for their well-being, and that is very important. May the rest of the stream be amazing and full of crusty jugglers and the greater good. Thank you, Panda. By ow, I mean sleep-deprived and cranky. Well, I hope you managed to get some good rest and then feel less cranky as a result then. But thank you, Panda, for being here. It's been lovely to have you. Some good jokes, as always. As time went by, primordials and their influence on mankind was identified with the Muses. Although we think of them as auspicious creatures, dreadful Phobos was also one of them. Throughout history, Phobos inspired the worst horrors that humans had ever witnessed. Invasions, genocides, revenges. Now his influence models the destiny of the human race. While his sister, Placia, remains hidden and weak under his unstoppable march.
Now I see a mural of a great snake biting its own tail.
It's
It
an
seems
Ouroboros.
I have to decode some symbols.
Or Nouroboros, as the
tail-biting
captions have said
snake is
there.
an Ouroboros. It symbolizes the cyclical nature
He said that
of the
quick,
world.
didn't he?
The
Ouroboros.
eternal return. The wheel of creation and destruction in which mankind lives.
Hey up, Nora. Yeah. Hey up, Nora. Boris. Sounds like Phobos made Atlantis go full fascism. Yep. Phobos. The Fash Master. Okay, so... Oh, I see. Okay. So that's... No, that's not north. That's east. That's north. Southeast is this one. And northwest is... Okay. We don't have a symbol for northwest. So what do we know it's not? It's not this. It's not that. It looks like it's probably that. Fashmaster Phobos sounds like the worst DJ you've ever heard. Yo, yo, it's your DJ Fashmaster Phobos, bringing you a war. Okay, I think that's correct, but we're going to check through the rest of them just to be safe. Yeah, that one's used. That one's used. That one's used. That one's used. And we're back round. So, it's this one. No? Not this one? Have I put something in incorrectly? Because that can't be anything else. Can it? No. Everything else is taken. Southeast. That's correct. A line code snake. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. So, if... is it this? It might be this. Which makes southeast that. Northwest that. And north this. No. How are we aligning you then? perhaps like this. Verne's breathing is really getting to me. So there's an N in the bottom left corner there. So I'm wondering whether that's where the snake's head needs to be. Oh, it's giving me a hint because I'm taking too long. Good stuff. Yeah, we're gonna try that. Northwest. Oops. Southeast. Yep. No, that's not right either. Okay. An N for Napoleon. He escaped to the sea. Ah, the guy from last night. Yes. We let him out and he escaped into the ocean. Because that doesn't align. Could be... Oh no, it's just a way to... Yeah, it's just the pixels. Okay. See, nothing quite aligns on the outside, so... Let's put it back how we found it. If I do that... No, they don't match up. Damn it. They do, though. So maybe that's the one... Doesn't quite match, though. I think we give this a go. If it's right, I'll try and explain what my thinking was. North, southeast, northwest.
Yes!
There we go. Okay, so top right, in the like square stone bit, had the same symbol as the bit of the snake that I'd matched up with it. The other symbols didn't seem to match, but the one on the opposite side did. So, yeah. It was just a case of figuring out which of the symbols on the outside of the snake needed to be aligned with the snake. Plaisir, goddess of imagination. Actually, she's not a goddess. She's a primordial. This is how the Atlanteans knew those among them who, affected by a mutation, influenced emotions and ideas. Plaisir's presence inflamed the curiosity and creativity of those around her. In the golden age of Atlantis, her influence reached almost the entire planet. The spectacular Atlantean technological development would not have taken place had it not been for her. In those years of splendour, Plaisir lived as a celebrity, like the other primordials. The most prominent Atlantean personalities of her time longed to have her as an advisor, and ordinary citizens worshipped her as a goddess. Her public appearances were always highly celebrated. She received all kinds of gifts, which she always donated to the most disadvantaged among the Atlanteans. Wow, so Placia, the part of the primordial twin pair who is the inspiration for creativity and like good, healthy stuff. Also, a philanthropist donates all the shit that she's given by her fans to the people that need it more than she does. And then there's her twin brother who converts people to fascism. What a dynamic. Bet their Christmas dinners are awkward. Phobos just coming in like, I made a new video for QAnon. I did do it, Turbo. I did. I knew I would. It may take me a few tries sometimes, but I will get there eventually. Sometimes I need assistance, but I always get there. And it's okay to ask for help if you do need help on something. Thank you, Turbo. When the cataclysm that devastated Atlantis took place, very few primordials survived. Placia and her twin brother Phobos were two of the lucky ones, since they were both outside Atlantis when it happened. We must be getting near to the end of the game because we're running out of profiles to pick up. And I can't imagine that there's going to be a bunch of chapters near the end of the game where you just can't pick up any collectibles or learn anything new. That would be weird. Was that the last one? Have we done them all? I think we've done them all. Let's see if there's anything to pick up here. There is. Loot! Primordials 3. We don't have Primordials 2 yet, do we? Primordials 3. Twins. The Primordials had a distinctive feature. They were always born as pairs of twins, and their powers were two sides of the same coin. Hate and love, war and peace, sleep and wakefulness, etc. The case of Placia and Phobos is paradigmatic. She inspired creative imagination, and he, destructive imagination. Very few primordials survived the end of Atlantis, and were forced to live among us. Their presence did not go unnoticed. Greek mythology baptized them as muses, since, thanks to them, for centuries, thousands of artists, doctors, and scientists got the necessary inspiration to carry out their works and inventions. Okay, so I've missed Primordials 2 somewhere down the line, but hopefully we can pick it up while we're in here somewhere.
It's not the time to go back. I still have things to do here.
Right, fine. Okay, no, we've got... No, we've done that one. That was the one with the many heads. Do I still have something to do in here?
It's not the time to go back. I still have things to do here.
Why is the door still open? That's weird.
It's not the time to go back. I still have things to do here.
Alright, alright, alright. I get the message. I get the message. Hello, Nemo.
Captain, you must see this. In this signaled place rests the flame of Hephaestus, power, and also the curse of Atlantis. Only those blessed with the compass of destiny will be able to navigate the horrible dangers that surround the island of the ancestors, last guardians of the divine flame.
The compass of destiny? Of course. An X on the map was way too easy. It seems that the journey will be prolonged more than I planned, but you have made a wonderful discovery. Can I count you in for the remaining voyage?
Nemo, from what I've just seen, it's just the beginning of it. You can count me in. I want to see the rest.
Fantastic. Come on, adventure waits for us.
Hooray! Adventure!
Legends about the Ancestors' Island spoke of an area filled with magnetic disturbances and violent currents surrounding it. making it unreachable to those who weren't guided
Violent
by
currents.
the compass of destiny.
Grapes of Wrath.
For months, we sailed the seven seas, looking for clues about that fantastic artifact. The first solid sign was found at the nameless city, buried under the sands of Arabia. Thanks to it, we could reach a manifesto, written in the year 246 before our era, with the name of the ships that had engaged trade with the ancestors and therefore carried the compass of destiny on board. Those months of exploration were the most fascinating times I've had the luck to experience so far. How everything has changed since then.
I like how Verne's the only one who's not changed his outfit. Cartographer's been on the strong stuff, it seems. That's a very liberal interpretation of geography. To be fair, this is an alternate universe.
Whatever it takes. Maybe I can win some time by sabotaging the Nautilus. It's already ruined. Nobody will be suspicious of me. I hope.
I guess I've missed out on my opportunity to pick up the missing piece of the Primordials paper then. There's a little worm here. Hey, little worm.
The best approach is going for the most damaged system. If I find Maddie, maybe I can get a clue. She knows everything going on inside this prison.
Oh dear. Sabotage!
We are underwater. I can't go outside.
I mean, you could. Okay, so that's where we are. I'm guessing that Maddie's probably either going to be in the workshop or in the bridge. Maybe in the mess room. Let's try the mess room first, purely because we're in this side of the Nautilus. And we've not been here before. That's a map.
Salut, Monsieur Verne. What do you fancy?
It's very dark in here.
Akos was working to fix the aluminum that powered this area, but... you know.
I wish I could have saved Akos, but I arrived too late.
A toast for Akos. May he be in a better place.
Oh dear.
Yes!
Yay! We're good at darts! That's locked. Resist the tyranny of the nation. Join the Nautilus. Can't go in the kitchen, apparently. Ah, there's my run button. I found my run button. We can move faster now. Let's check the bunks as well. Just makes more sense to check this side of the map before we move on, you know? I don't think so, Kian. Nautilus 2. Do we have Nautilus 1? We do not have Nautilus 1. I think that's just the tack they've gone for with this specific game. About the energy of the Nautilus. There is a powerful agent, obedient, rapid, easy, which conforms to every use and reigns supreme on board my vessel. Everything is done by means of it. It lights, warms it, and is the soul of my mechanical apparatus. This agent is electricity. My electricity is not everybody's. Your readers may know what seawater is composed of. 1,000 grams are found 96.5% of water and about 2 2.3% of a chloride of sodium. In the original 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, the nation does not exist. No, yeah, I'm pretty sure that the nation has been made up specifically for this game. It's been a long time since I read any of Verne's stuff. I should fix that. I should get the audiobooks and make them my bedtime listening. Then, in a smaller quantity, chlorides of magnesium and potassium, bromide of magnesium, sulfate of magnesia, sulfate and carbonate of lime. You see, then, that chloride of sodium forms a large part of it. So it is this sodium that I extract from the seawater, and of which I compose my ingredients. I owe all the ocean. I owe all to the ocean. There we go. Produces electricity, and electricity gives heat, light, motion, and, in a word, life to the Nautilus. I don't know why I really struggled reading that. My brain was just like, none of these words are where I expect them to be. Okay, so we can't do anything with the cabins, it seems. But we got something neat out of it, so I'm not going to complain. I'm going to check for any more documents that I might have missed.
Nemo's organ has always fascinated me, and also gives me chills, just like the captain.
I knew someone was going to react. Does it now?
How dude.
Hello, sea friend. You're beautiful. Hi. Bye, sea friend. Whale. It's a very fancy whale. Huh. I can't climb it, so what is the purpose of this?
A unique
here we go.
collection about travels and exploration.
Oh, okay. That did nothing. I'm just on a hunt for collectibles now instead of actually engaging with the plot, which is pretty standard for me. Nautilus 1! Hooray! About the Nautilus. From Captain Nemo to Monsieur Pascal Grisset, Editor-in-Chief of the Herald of the Resistance. Subject, Notes on the Nautilus for feature article. First of all, I must apologise for being late in sending these notes. War doesn't respect any social engagements, and these last few months have been no different. I'm enclosing with this letter the material you requested me to prepare a report on the Nautilus, in the hope that, as you indicated, it will serve to raise morale among our comrades and serve as an example of how science and knowledge are our allies in the fight against the nation. You will forgive me if some of the information is too brief or too shallow, but there is information about my vessel that cannot become public knowledge, for the sake of my crew. I also hope you understand that, due to security reasons, this will be our last communication. Yours sincerely, N. So that bit that we got before was like page 1 of the notes for an article about the Nautilus. That's neat. Oh, right, yeah, I don't have a map. I have to go to the map. We've not been in the lab. We're going to go in the lab before we carry on over to the other side. Having a good old explore today.
The Hall of Horrors, and I helped to create it.
I have no idea what this thing does, so I'm just going to switch it on and leave it to do its thing. That couldn't possibly cause problems, right? Okay, so there's nothing we can do here. That's a shame. Just leaving all the doors open as well. We're terrible. My mag is in the safety chamber. Okay. Have we looked at this poster? I don't think we have. Smash the nation. It's a good, solid poster.
These pipes will not fix themselves. I can't be with you now.
Okie dokie.
I'm still amazed that we can breathe under the sea, thanks to these machines.
Oh, I shut the door. No. All doors must be open.
I still can't decode Nemo's technology to send messages under the ocean. I still have some stuff to do.
Okay, so we can't go to the bridge. There's the map for anyone that's interested in, like, the sort of general layout of things in this universe. Down there at the bottom on the right, we've got Australia, also known as the Land of Sorrow, or the Land of Snipe the Sorrow. Can't go in there. So the nation is based on Prussia, yes. So Prussia are a Holy Roman Empire kind of setup they've got going on.
It's not the time for a sea trek.
We're not allowed to go diving. What does that do? Well, I hope no one was napping in there.
It's not the time for a sea trek.
Oh, look at all the diving suits. Very cool.
Although recognizing it brings me chills, Nemo's mind is astonishing. The design of these suits looks like something from a fantasy.
They are pretty neat. I would wear a diving suit if it looked like that.
It's me, Verne.
Sorry, Verne. We're on edge.
I found Maddie. Just gonna have a quick stretch. Oh, no, I'm not, because,
What are you doing in that wall?
We're searching every corner of the Nautilus to find
That was a
any
timed
clue that drives
conversation
us to the
option.
traitor that almost killed us. If I find out that it's one of my comrades...
now I'm gonna stretch.
And what about repairs?
It's slow. Oxy recyclers are the worst part, but Suni is on them. The most critical issue now is finding that damn traitorous rat.
And where is Suni?
Why do you ask?
I just wanted to offer my help. You don't distrust me, do you?
Right now, I distrust everybody.
Solid plan, Maddie.
I feel we are losing control of the situation.
That's because you have been lucky enough to not have lived through the harshness of war. All of us are marked with brutal scars, inside and out. But you? Go back to your quarters and let us work.
Wow, she hates our guts. That was mean. Okay, so we need to find Suni.
The Oxy recyclers are on deck too. But before, I must find Suni to grant me access.
We know Suni's not on the right-hand side of the Nautilus, because we have already scoured that, so unless they turn up there after
The doctor has
that
put
conversation.
on a "Don't Disturb" sign.
Okay then. Hey, look, there's the algae that we got for him in the tank there. Good stuff. Oh, we've not been in here.
The riches he amasses are spectacular.
We found his treasure room. Nautilus 3. About air recycling and nutrition at the Nautilus. I could manufacture the air necessary for my consumption, but it is useless because I go up to the surface of the water when I please. However, if electricity does not furnish me with air to breathe, it works at least the powerful pumps that are stored in spacious reservoirs and which enable me to prolong, at need, as long as I will, my stay in the depths of the sea. For a long time I have renounced the food of the earth, and I am never ill now. My crew, who are healthy, are fed on the same food. The sea supplies all my needs. Sometimes I cast my nets in tow, and I draw them in ready to break. Sometimes I hunt in the midst of this element, which appears to be inaccessible to man, and quarry the game which dwells in my submarine forests. My flocks, like those of Neptune's old shepherds, graze fearlessly in the immense prairies of the ocean. I have a vast property here, which I cultivate myself, and which is always sown by the hand of the Creator of all things. My cook is a clever fellow, who excels in dressing these various products of the ocean. Here is a preserve of sea cucumber, which a Malay would declare to be unrivaled in the world. Here is a cream of which the milk has been furnished by the Cetacea, and the sugar by the great fucus of the North Sea. And lastly, some preserve of anemones, which is equal to that of the most delicious fruits. Note, recheck Monsieur Cresset's credentials before sending. Hang on a minute, is that the Ark of the Covenant? Cetacea of Wales. Ah, thank you, Tidders. It is, isn't it? He's just got the Ark of the Covenant sat in his treasure room. That seems dangerous.
Ultimately,
Joe
Nemo
Indy,
is a
where you
man,
at?
and his heart beats when faced with the power of wealth.
And fucus is a type of seaweed algae. Ah, thank you very much, Tids. It's fine so long as you don't try and open it. Yeah, but somebody's bound to try and open it at some point. It's really not safe to just have it knocking about somewhere where anyone can just blunder into it and go, ooh, shiny box, I'm going to open it. Oh, it's just a map. Supplies and treasure. Did we view all of this? We did, didn't we? Yeah, because the dock's there.
Did you check the readings again?
I found
Yes,
Suni.
ma'am. 3 times. Quality of air is at its absolute minimum. I repaired the oxy recyclers as best as I have been able, but they are still producing monoxide.
Are you sure, officer? The air feels as usual.
Ma'am, I have thoroughly created this environmental management system by myself, and I certainly know when it works and when it doesn't. That last attack has fatally wounded it.
Oh,
Will
shit.
it withstand to the island?
Barely. But it would be mandatory to emerge more times to recycle air.
The captain is ordered to keep surfacing to the minimum
Exactly,
until
Sue.
we reach the island. Do whatever you can to keep them operational.
Yes, ma'am. I'll do my best.
Thanks. I'll be at the bridge. Keep me informed.
If there's one thing that Dexter's lab got right, it's that nobody
Verne,
can
shouldn't you be
contain
checking the
themselves
capsules?
in the face of a shiny
yes,
button.
That's right.
Also, have you lifted that particular turn of phrase from a book? Because it seems very familiar.
Hi, Petrov. How are the reparations going?
Tovarich Verne. Bad and worst. You should help
dear.
Sonny with the air.
Yes. Yes. I'll talk to her.
Tell the little one that later I'll help her with whatever she needs.
Okay, Petrov, that only sounds a little ominous. Yeah, boop. Boop. I'm a grown-up, honest. Very well-stocked armory.
If I draw the iMag, Nemo will see the alert. It isn't worth the risk.
Right, okay. So we can't grab the iMag. Interesting that it's being kept in the armory rather than the treasure room. You know, just Nemo considering it a weapon rather than
Hello, Suni.
a tool.
Maddie told me you were struggling with oxy recyclers. I learnt a lot the last time I helped you. Do you need me?
No! No one but me can touch my oxy recyclers.
Okay,
God, stop
sorry.
distracting me! Look, Verne,
so angry.
I appreciate your offer, but I don't need your or anyone else's help. Leave me alone, please.
Okay. Sorry.
God, they're losing their minds. If I manage to sabotage the oxy recyclers, I will slow them down. Nadine, she's the only one that can grant me access.
Okay, so
I hope she didn't get infected by
meet
this
Nadine
collective
already?
madness.
No, I think Nadine's in the bridge. Yeah, because we couldn't go this way before. Wouldn't let us. We're just going to check for any collectibles here.
It's jammed.
Gee, I wonder why. There we go.
I can't do more.
How long will it take to get to the island?
Let me think. Navigate through an area where no instrument works properly, where you can never see the stars because of the thick fog, and where we rely on a fucking stone to keep us alive.
Oh!
It will be a miracle if we don't end at the sea bottom. The most sensitive thing to do would be...
There's no time. The nation is hot on our trail.
Well, I can't assure you we don't end in a submarine ditch.
That's a risk we face daily on this ship. You have your orders, follow them. Verne? What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be checking the capsules?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Sure. The thing is that
She
I
sounds
need
German.
Nadine
I think this is a German-made game, so that would make sense.
Sea, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Very well, go on.
Thanks for watching my back.
You're welcome. I can't stand Adriel, walking around like she had a stick stuck up into her ass.
What will you do when all this comes to an end?
Well, just trot around all Park Avenue shops and never eat fish again. Something tells me you are chewing the fat. What do you want?
Me? Well, I need access granted to the oxy-recyclers.
You have already discovered Project H, haven't you?
Yes. Nemo must be stopped, at any cost. If we destroy the oxys, we will win time to think of a solution.
Being caught by the nation doesn't bother you?
One problem after another. Please, will you help me?
You can count on me.
Really? Seeing that you are different from the rest of the crew is a relief.
That's a
haven't
surprise.
slept for months because of that dreadful Project H.
Ah, right, okay.
Everyone else accepted it without a second thought. It's a living
Everyone else
nightmare.
knew?
I'm so glad I have finally found an ally. And even more if it's you.
Braving Nemo will not be easy. Are you ready?
I was born ready. You know I'm a curious bird, right? Well, one day I was nosing around personal files and I discovered that months before I was recruited by the Nautilus, Nemo wrecked the AES constellation, a ship crowded with civilians.
Oh,
Nemo
fuck.
attacked innocent people?
According to him, the American Empire often uses refugees as human shields.
How horrible.
I've been witnessing captains drifting for months. Each day he gets more deranged. He always has been a passionate man, but he has turned into a monster. We must stop him for the sake of everyone, including himself.
Let's do it. We need an escape route.
We will use the exploration submarine. I will lock the tiller to avoid them from chasing us.
Give me access to the oxys. I will sabotage them to keep the crew busy while I dump the capsules into the sea. Let's meet at the Ichthyo's deck in 30 minutes.
I have unlocked the access to the main oxy next to the kitchen. Hurry up.
Main oxy next to the kitchen, okay. Oh, we can't go that way. Oh, the lift's here. I didn't need to go down that ladder. Can we go that way? No, we can't. Oh, it's library and cabins, isn't it? That's what we need. Because then we go this way. We stop to admire Nemo's organ.
Organ has always fascinated me, and also gives me chills, just like the captain.
And I know we've heard that line several times now, but I'm gonna do it every time. Every time we have to go past the organ. And that's why. So what, mess hall. Ah, but we can't get into the kitchen from here, so... What does this do? Maintenance hatch. Whoop, 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 whoop. What's this? Nothing we can do anything with.
If I pull the filter, that will produce a discharge that will nullify the whole recycling system. I'm glad of having paid attention to what Suni does through all these months. Though it was easy. She only talks about her job.
Ouch. Can we push them up? No, we can only push them... Oh, we have to actually select it. There we go. We can push them up. I could have just moved that one to the right and up, which would have taken less time, but oh well.
Yes!
Suni-kyun, atmosphere specialist. Orphaned after the nation's invasion of Korea, this young girl grew up under her oppressive yoke. For years, she lived hidden in tunnels, which made her an expert in survival and air quality. It was easy for Nemo to convince her to join the crew of the Nautilus and fight against the nation. Since arriving on the submarine, Suni has upgraded all the ventilation and environmental management systems. She lives obsessed with air purity. Her study of algae is crucial to maintain the environmental quality the crew needs. She's rarely seen relaxing or enjoying life. She always has something to do. Okay, so we've just, like, fucked up the air purification system. Yeah, alright, we're going.
Verne! What the hell has happened?
I don't know. I was passing by and heard the explosion.
Goddamn traitor is going to kill us all. Did you see someone?
No.
Nadine, we must emerge.
Oh dear.
I don't care what the captain said. If we don't surface right now, we will die from asphyxiation.
Now that they are all busy, I have my chance of sabotaging the capsules.
Think it's the lab I need to go to? Go to the lab, sabotage the capsules. Yeah.
If I can overheat the circuits, they will render the capsules useless and can be safely thrown into the sea. Nadine, what are you doing here? We agreed to meet at the Ictio.
Don't you realize yet?
What?
I got you on the opto recorders while manipulating the oxys. Sorry for cheating you, but war is war.
Fuck.
Dieu. You are the traitor. How could you sell us out to the nation?
Verne, I'm sick. I can't stand being locked in here anymore. All these years, what have been good for? We achieved nothing. Only betrayal and death. It's time to try something else. Look at France. She's way better under the nation's rule. Economy, security, technology.
At the expense of
Someone's
turning every
been drinking
human
the
being
flavor
into a
aid.
slave.
Spare your speeches. The sooner the nation gets the flame, the sooner the war will end, and also the nonsensical death, like my own family.
No one is going to believe you. This room is filled with optorecorders.
That she's already switched
that's
off.
True, but none of them works. You know, the attack. All in all, I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. Here, Captain, I have the traitor.
Is that true, Mr. Verne?
No! I am not a traitor. She works for the nation.
That's preposterous.
Let me keyhole him, Capitan.
Why, Verne? Why did you do that?
Project H. I found out about it in your office at the base.
You shouldn't.
You are sick.
We live in a sick world. It's not a time of shades of gray. Project H is radical.
I mean,
but from
that's
its ashes, a fairer and more peaceful world.
one way to describe
what gives you the right to take that decision.
I'm not going to argue
genocide
with you,
project.
Verne. Under normal circumstances, you would already be dead. But I need the iPad.
I will not help you.
Do you think I have never heard these same words before? I have methods to help you change your mind.
Captain, your presence is requested at the bridge.
Petrov,
it's radical, dude. Genocide's totally tubular.
Isolation will help him to reconsider his
Oh my god.
And lock Nadine in the holding cell.
Petrov, don't listen to him. Nemo wants to...
Oh, we got smacked in the face. Nap time now. Ooh, that's gonna hurt for a while.
But I could hear him.
He's playing angry music.
The violence he displayed while playing gave me a hint of how madness was overtaking him. As we were getting closer to the flame, it was more and more obvious. There was barely anything left of the Nemo I used to know and admire. Finally, after navigating through the turbulence area, we reached Ancestors Island. I wasn't prepared at all for what I was about to meet there.
Chapter 7, Flame of Hope. Ooh, big fish.
I must get out of here, and before the captain comes after me.
Fish.
This is a nightmare! I must get out of here!
We're under cabin arrest.
I must find another way out. Again? The Valkyria has found us. Perfect. It's my way out ticket.
How convenient.
The is inside the safe room. I must... Wait a minute. Am I having a deja vu?
New story mission, Into the Truth. This does feel very familiar to what happened at the very beginning of the game. Just having a little wobble in front of Nemo's organ. Oh, this didn't happen last time. Retro.
What happened? Why am I not dead? This damn bridge again.
Oh, Turbo, thank you for the treat for Porthos. This isn't a timed bit, so we can do that now. He is very asleep at the moment. Let's see if opening the treat jar near him wakes him up. Nope. Okay, I am going to leave the treat on the side for when he wakes up. Because he is so Sparko, he's just not moving at all when I interact with the jar. Which is unlike him. Is that a reference to the Star Trek puppy? You know, that is not the first time I have been asked about the origin of Porthos's name. So, when we first adopted Porthos, because we haven't had him since he was a puppy, we got him when he was already a mature dog from a rescue centre. He had a very different name, which he didn't respond to. And Slow and I, Slow is my partner, had not long since moved house, and as has become sort of customary when we're going through a big sort of upheaval, we were rewatching the Three Musketeers movies when we adopted Porthos. So we'd kind of got the names of the Musketeers in our minds at that point in time. We are both Star Trek fans, so there is a little bit of that to it. But yeah, P really likes food, women, and sleeping. Not necessarily in that order. Very much like the Musketeer with whom he shares a name. So it kind of worked out nicely. We just sort of went, you know what, Porthos is a good name for him. And he responded to it immediately. It was like he'd never had his old name. He just became Porthos from that day onwards. And that was like day 2 of him living with us. I would have guessed Dogtanian. Hello, Frankenstein, welcome in. So, yes, partially in reference to Star Trek, partially in reference to the Musketeers. Also, a slight nod to J.M. Barrie, because his dog was also called Porthos, after the Musketeer. Obviously, because Star Trek wasn't around when J.M. Barrie was alive. But also, every single dog I have ever had in a video game has been called Porthos. It is just what I've always wanted to name a dog. So it worked out on multiple levels, us naming him Porthos, and he took to it so well. A lot of reference for one doggo. Yeah, we like to go hard on our references here. But yeah, he took to it so well, so it worked out really well. And he fits in so well in this family. He's definitely my dog, put it that way.
Jules, your mother and I are deeply disappointed with you. Your preposterous pretension of becoming a writer and your incessant failures are transforming the good name of Verne Alot into a joke among respectable people.
That's a bit harsh.
We have resolved to give you an ultimatum. If, by the end of the year, you don't have an honorable job, we will feel that we only have 4 sons, not 5. Pierre and Sophie. This letter, I have read it before, but me? A writer? Mon Dieu!
I really hope that was made up for this game and that his parents weren't actually that horrible. Because, can you imagine being the parents of someone who became one of the most famous authors of all time? Going, you don't want to be a writer, and if you decide you still want to be a writer, then we're disowning you.
The sky. Why has it that colour?
Oh, that's really pretty. And yeah, I'm glad we adopted him. He'd been at the rehoming centre for a couple of months when we met him for the first time. Because he's a staffy and because he's an older dog, people weren't adopting him. But I took one look at him and I fell in love with him. He was the only dog at the shelter that wasn't barking at us. And wait. I went over to him and I went, hi! And he sat down and he did tippy taps and he wagged his tail and he made no noise whatsoever. He was just really happy to see people. And we took him for a little walk and he jumped up on Slow's leg and was getting fuss. And we told him to sit. And, you know, he sat and he was such a sweet little guy. And he's still a sweet little guy, but now he's old and smells like farts. But he gets spoiled rotten, and some days I'll sleep on the couch just so that he can have some cuddle time with me if I've been particularly busy, and yeah. We've tried to give him a good life, because he didn't have a good life before he came here. And he's got some issues, bless him, but don't we all?
What the hell is going on? Have I finally turned insane? This light. Oh, my head is killing me. But I must continue. I can't allow neither Nemo nor the Raven to take over the flame. I must stop them. But what can I do? I know. I will look for the ancestors. They will know what to do. Maybe.
Just checking I've not missed anything like this. Yeah. Like, it's such a shame. Because something like that, jumping up, we've gotten really good with Porthos about it. Like, we've taught him that if somebody goes like this, that means please don't jump up at me. And if they just do it with one hand, now he sits, which is great. But things like that, they're so easy to train. Sort of train out of a dog. You need to be consistent with them, and they can be like super well behaved and polite. It's such a shame that a lot of folks aren't willing to put in that kind of effort. They expect the dog to just be perfect immediately. But to steal a quote from Welcome to Night Vale, no pet is perfect. They become perfect when you accept them for what they are. Then we came along. Oh, is that Luna? Luna is so cute. What a beautiful pupper. Is she dead? Yeah, she's dead. Oh yeah, she's such a cutie. Please give Luna pets from me. Is she a sheep? Nadine, Navigation Officer. She has an enormous natural talent for navigation and has improved all the navigation systems of the Nautilus since her arrival. Nadine is in charge of piloting the submarine, preparing navigation charts, and managing all external communications. She rarely goes down to the work areas of the Corps. She was born in the nation, but as a child she was forced to escape and take refuge in the American Empire due to the persecution her parents suffered for their political and religious ideas. She joined one of Captain Nemo's rebel cells in charge of stealing and sabotaging the nation's technology. After successfully passing his demanding tests, she became one of the Nautilus's family. When the first pilot died in an attack, Nemo did not hesitate to give her the job. Her crazy and grumpy character does not prevent her from being an excellent professional, although she has trouble following the rules. She loves sailing. The feeling of movement and control is what fills her the most. But she is afraid of losing her youth. She wants to live and not be locked between tons of metal. Every day that passes, she is more tired of the war and the hardships she suffers with Nemo. German Shepherd Husky. She gets very fluffy sometimes. I bet, especially with the husky in her. And I bet she's a bit of a runner and a jumper, isn't she? Yeah, that's quite a heady mix of doggos you've got there. God. Bet she's a lot of fun.
Will there be any survivor?
Yep, someone's alive.
Nemo.
Oh, hello, Nemo.
Oh, Verne. I'm glad to see you.
What happened to you? Where are the others?
Dead. All dead, damn it.
My understanding was that good captains always sank with their ships.
Ooh.
My crew is dead because of me.
Sassy.
My Nautilus wrecking. No, Verne. I haven't been a good captain at all. However, abandoning the ship was not my idea. An explosion put me down and currents dragged me here.
A part of me wants to help you.
Sounds
but
a lot
the other
like
wants
both
to
us.
leave you here, alone with your grief. Tell me, what would you do in my place? That Project H monstrosity would deserve you.
Project H. I knew it was infamous, but something inside me kept me moving forward. It was a dreadful solution, yes, but it was perfect. Almost divine. A complete purification. By all gods, Verne, you must believe me.
Only a soul sickened by fear and anger would brew something as heinous as Project H.
When I saw my wife and my daughter dying by the hands of the nation, I could do nothing to save them. They fade in my arms. I took revenge, yes. With my own hands, I cut the throat of the captain that gave the execution order. But I have never been able to get rid of the horror of my own helplessness.
And there it is.
And now, my Nautilus, my crew, it's all destroyed.
You have opened Pandora's box, Captain. You have brought the flame to the nation's fingertips. You have sentenced mankind.
I deserve all your disdains. But let me ask you for a last favor.
The IMAG.
Me and the Nautilus have enough strength to bow out in a blaze of glory. Help me to board back, and I will make sure that the Valkyrie will never take the flame away.
By yourself? Are you insane?
Well,
Maybe.
yes, we already established that.
After all, I am Captain Nemo. Let me help you save the world.
Oh, fuck.
Will that be enough?
Once the cutscene's done, I'll
Perfect.
get back to
No,
chatting.
I can, by myself. I'm sorry that everything has come to this end. In another world, everything would have been different. Better. It has been an honor, Jules Verne.
Thanks, Captain.
Have a safe journey.
Loves jumping and being noisy, very boisterous, but she's friendly, sometimes aggressively friendly. We have that problem with Porthos. I mean, he's not aggressive, but because he's quite a... Well, he's a staffy, so he's quite a muscly boy, and there are a lot of often wrong perspectives on what staffies are actually like. He's a big softy, but he's very powerful and very slobbery, and hasn't had the best of experiences with other dogs, so some people can make incorrect assumptions about his intentions where other dogs are concerned. And where people are concerned, you might have seen earlier him like doing little snaps at me, but that was, I wish to lick your face, but your face isn't quite close enough, so I'm going to do this in the hopes that you bring your face closer. He's really quite a gentle little soul, and there's been a couple of occasions when Slow has been playing with him and he's accidentally like nipped him, and then he's just been like, oh shit, I bit him. I didn't mean to do that, I'm scared, I'm sorry. Yeah, he's just such a sweet little boy. My doggo Max has just developed a fear of broccoli. I just picked a stem of the stuff up off the counter and he took one look and shot out into the garden to hide. Oh, what a precious baby. He's a big hairy idiot. Love it. I love staffies. They're a big dog in a small dog package that think that they're like a micro dog. Like the amount of times, and again, you might have seen it earlier in the stream, that he's tried to climb into this chair with me because he thinks he'll fit. He will not fit. I barely fit in this fucking chair. It's not going to fit a dog too. All the staffies I have known have been utterly cherished family dogs because they are wonderful dogs. There's a reason that they used to be called nanny dogs, because they are great family pets. But because there was a fashion some time ago for breeding them for use in fighting and then training them up as fighting dogs, people assume that they're like really aggressive and vicious. But they're not. There are no bad dogs, only bad dog owners. All dogs believe that they are lap dogs. It's not your fault you don't have a big... It's not their fault you don't have a big enough lap. Yeah, exactly. Is it this? No.
God.
Oh, is that the doctor? I'm trying to figure out whose outfit that was. Or was it Suni? It might have been Suni. Okay, so... there must be something we can interact with. Oh, there's another corpse in the water there. Didn't notice that before. No. And we can't climb up there because it's too high. Can we interact with this? Ah, here we go.
The box resisted the wreck and kept withstanding.
And now we can push it over there. Yep. Okay. Yeah. I saw Petrov's body in the water. Well, this is ominous.
Oh God. Again. Am I hallucinating?
Verne's office. His home and refuge in Amiens, France. Jules Verne was born in Nantes, and his literary career took off in Paris. But he chose Amiens, his wife's hometown, to reside, because despite being close to the capital, it provided him with the required tranquility to write. I live apart from journalists and critics, and do not leave my corner, he wrote to his brother Paul. During his first years there, he settled at number 44 Boulevard Longueville, and then moved almost next door to number 2 Rue Charles Dubois, where he lived for 18 years and where the Jules Verne Museum is now located. A few years before he died, he returned to the house on Boulevard Longueville, now known as Boulevard Jules Verne. It was an austere, bare room. Under the window, there was a work table, and it was spectacular not to see in it the usual mess that usually covers the tables of the literary. There was in the room only a single seat, nor more furniture than a low sofa, wrote the famous reporter Nellie Bly of the American newspaper The New York World when she visited the author. Verne had in his office, preserved in the museum, on the desk, a brown globe on which he designed the itineraries of the travels of the characters of his novels and, with a set of compasses, measured the distances and calculated the time they spent in their travels. That is commitment. In that office, he worked on some 30 novels, writing from 5 in the morning until 11. Then he would leave to attend to his duties and get into bed around 7 in the evening to read books and magazines and take notes until midnight. What a life. Love that. Oh. Bye, bush-dwelling rodent. We have a ladder puzzle. Oh.
Yes!
It's why 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea refers to the distance travelled throughout the seas, not the depth. Plotted out the entire trip. That is very cool. I really like the way they do trees in this game. They're so pretty. Oh, wow. I really like the way they do everything in this game. It's just a very pretty game.
Destruction once more. It doesn't seem anybody has lived here for centuries.
Verne, at last.
You are alive.
Hello, Adriel.
Stop there. I won't let you or the Raven even get close to the flame.
Verne, listen to me. I'm on your side. Forget about the Raven and Nemo's plans. There's something much more important at stake.
I don't want to hear your reasons. You and Nemo are nothing but murderers.
Ruh-roh.
What the hell? What was that?
Your mind is collapsing.
My mind? What are you talking about? Adriel? Paris in the 20th century, written by Jules Verne? That's impossible. I would have given anything for not telling you what I am about to say. This book is very inferior to 5 weeks in a balloon. If you came to read it within a year, you would agree with me. These words, I've heard them before. To sum it all up, it's a failure. And if 1,000 men told me the opposite, I would tell them to get lost. Nobody will believe today in your prophecies, and nobody will be interested in them. It's signed by Pierre-Jules Hetzel.
These are the words of your editor.
Now I remember the rejection, the pain.
I know, Verne. That same pain is the reason why you have been brought to this world. You were trapped inside your imagination.
What? But who are you?
I am yourself. But inside this very world you have created. I was called Placia a long time ago.
Impossible! What are you talking about? Is this one of Nemo's rigs? Ah! My head!
We're running out of time. You must listen to me. You are not Jules Verne.
You published in 94, really?
That's not your real identity.
Shut up.
Think. Focus. You know you are not from this world. At this very same moment, you are at the Bridge of Ardennes in Paris. You are about to destroy the last book written by you. What feels like 6 months to you in your world has been nothing more than 20 seconds. Unconsciously, when you received Hetzel's rejection, you searched for shelter inside you. Who could blame you? You
yes, thank you, Rocket.
Magnificent imagination that you have created.
We've got flickering images going on, so epilepsy warnings are a good shout there. Thank you.
Fear or phobia.
Sorry, I was paying so much attention to what was being said.
You to hide in Hemera, and you gave him full powers over your mind. He gave you a paradise.
Tids, can we get a flickering images warning on the screen, please?
Since you arrived here, to that idyllic island after the wreck, I have been trying to leave you a trail of breadcrumbs to carefully drive you to the truth.
Thank you, Tids.
A too straight or too early
Sorry, I can't tab out without
could destroy your sanity.
The cutscene crapping out.
I can't afford subtleness anymore. Phobos, through Raven, is about to get his hands on the flame. all
Verne
things
was
beautiful
very demoralized and put the
extraordinary
manuscript in
you
a
have
safe and
ever
forgot about it
imagined
until his
will be
death.
obliterated
It was uncovered
and
by his
turned
great-grandson in
into infinite
1989. Fuck!
wasteland.
That's cool.
It's
I
insane.
mean, it sucks, but it's cool.
This is a fantasy. Why can't I just wake up?
Because in order to do it, you need the flame. It's a portal to your world. If Phobos takes control over it, you will be trapped here forever, in your world. You will turn insane, and you don't have much time left.
Where are we? I'm not sure I can take any more jumps.
It's one of the main conduits that directly connects with the flame. It will lead us to the Raven himself. We must finish him.
Hey, Destroyer. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well today, and you enjoy your time in the Lurkers Lounge. Thank you so much for being subscribed for 41 months as well. Fucking hell, that's a long time.
41 months. Very naughty. Hello. Hope you're all doing all right. Leaving a lurk less than 3.
Pierre Jules Hetzel, Jules Verne's publisher. Pierre Jules Hetzel was the only editor of Jules Verne, with whom he created the collection of Extraordinary Voyages. He was one of his closest friends, and the writer considered him as a spiritual father. Not in vain, Hetzel was also the editor of important writers of the time, such as Balzac, Victor Hugo, and Émile Zola. In 1862, in his office at Rue Jacob in Paris, he received Verne's first novel, 5 Weeks in a Balloon. Very interested in children and young audiences, Hetzel was capable of seeing Verne's enormous talent, not only for adventures but also for the popularization of science, since knowledge was the main weapon of his protagonists. Thus, in January 1863, he published the novel with great success, starting Verne's famous adventure saga. However, in 1864, he rejected the publication of the new novel of the promising Verne. Paris in the 20th century. Okay, yep. Considering it too pessimistic. Through a letter to its author, he expresses his rejection and speaks of the poor quality of the story and its lack of interest. The editor knows his audience very well and believes that this novel is too serious and tragic. The rejection is a very hard blow for Verne. But there is no doubt that he takes good note of his editor's advice, since, from that moment on, his work adopts a more optimistic and enthusiastic attitude towards the future, which undoubtedly contributed to making him the celebrity he is today. Paris in the 20th century was considered lost. However, in 1989, it was found by Jean Verne, the writer's great-grandson, in Verne's son's safe. When it was finally released in September 1994, it became a bestseller and, to our regret, once again proved what a great science fiction writer he was, for he prophesied the 20th century sadly close to our reality. The book does describe 1960 Paris eerily close to what would become reality, both in the 60s and beyond. Proliferation of cars, subway systems, maglevs, electrical grids, fax machines, social media, electric chair, feminism, malls, electronic music, and armed drones, to name a few. That is actually one I've not read, so I'll have to get that. Because it may not be very cheerful, but I always find it interesting to read or watch things that end up becoming strangely prophetic. It's very good. Very depressing, but very good. I can imagine. Connect the pieces to open the door. Okay, and that's the highest. What do we do? We rotate. We can't move them. Oops. So, we just spin them. Ah, there we go. Silly me.
Let's go inside.
Is Jules Verne a real person? Yes. Wrote a lot of very good fantasy novels that have really shaped modern science fiction and fantasy.
From this point, let's keep silence. Our voices
I thought
will
I could
echo
feel
through
myself
the whole
learning.
pipeline
Yes,
network.
we do like edutainment on this channel. Hello, RNG. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. The Ancestors, the guardians of the flame of Hephaestus. After the great cataclysm that devastated Atlantis, due to a fatal breakdown in its complex energy system that was powered by the flame of Hephaestus, the few survivors decided that the flame was too dangerous and had to be kept away from humans to avoid their annihilation. After destroying every last trace of the flame of Hephaestus system, they left the wretched ruins of Atlantis and settled on the island where the flame of Hephaestus had its cradle, unreachable by the rest of humanity without the help of the compass of destiny. The Guard of the Ancestors was created under the command of two primordials in order to prevent it from falling into the wrong hands. In the time of Atlantis' isolation prior to its destruction, with the intention of keeping the flame out of reach of foreigners, the Atlanteans manufactured only a few compasses. When the hecatomb devastated the island, almost all of them were destroyed. Only one was saved from destruction, and it was the one that allowed the survivors to reach the island. Once there, it was given to the Angelus, a Greco-Atlantean family of sailors who, from then on, became their only connection to the outside world, and the first guardians of their secret. That delicate balance, the ancestors' only means of survival, was shattered 2 centuries later, in the Strait of Messina, when a violent storm sank the Scylla, the Angelus' ship, dragging the last compass of destiny into the depths of the sea. Just chilling. Lovely stuff. Well, I hope you continue to chill and enjoy.
I still have some stuff to do.
Okay, so we can't pick up the shiny stone. I wanted to pick up the shiny stone.
Strange inscription.
Ancestors 1. To whoever discovers this. My name is Allura. My people are the ancestors, descendants of the last Atlanteans. I want to put on record, albeit in this way, the horror we live in. We have had no contact with the outside world for 100 years. Our predecessors surrounded the island with some kind of magic which turns the sea into a death trap for any vessel leaving or approaching. The only compass that could guide them safely was taken from us by a storm. We are locked in. Very few fish come close to the shore. The wells have dried up, and there is hardly any food. Famine, war, and disease are raging. I'm downloading Wii U games off the eShop, and it's painfully slow, so I might as well just vibe. That seems like a good plan.
Merde.
But yeah, Turbo, Jules Verne has written some of the most iconic science fiction fantasy stories. If you've ever heard of Captain Nemo or the Nautilus, actually, if you've ever seen the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Captain Nemo is a character in that. Captain Nemo was created by Jules Verne. The Nautilus, Captain Nemo's submarine, also created by Jules Verne.
There's something I can't get out of my mind. What's your story? What did I imagine for you?
My nature is to inspire mankind to generate progress and changes in the world. But with the passage of centuries, I learnt it was better to go unnoticed.
What do you mean?
In the 14th century, a sultan found out about me and kept me locked inside a tower for 10 years. bearing in mind that I would inspire his armies to create new ways of defeating his enemies.
And did you?
No. It took a great effort for me, but I averted it for 10 years. Each night I used to tell him a story so interesting that it kept him up all night. So the next morning he wasn't in the mood for work. After 10 years, I put an end to the war.
So, you made him dream to forget?
That's what we dream for, don't we?
What were you doing with Nemo and his crew of fanatics? Did he know your true nature?
No. I am what you would call a muse. Years ago, I met young Nemo. I saw his potential and started telling him about Atlantis and everything the sea could offer.
So, if you are a muse, did you inspire him to create Project H?
No, my brother is also a muse. Anyone who's afraid or is consumed by anger is likely to be influenced by him. I inspired him to create the Nautilus. When I found out that he made it real, I joined him, since it was my chance of releasing the flame.
Release the flame? What for?
To weaken Phobos, after so many disappointments and fear. My sibling has achieved a great deal of power over Hemera. He also wants it to subdue us all, yourself included.
And why didn't you take the flame by yourself in the first place?
Without the compass and Nemo's technology, for years the
No
flame
worries
has been
at all,
out of
Turbo.
reach
You take
for
care.
everyone.
Thank you so much for being here. It's been lovely to have you.
How did you allow Nemo to carry on?
I'm just going to let them
crimes
talk
he
and
has
read chat.
I've struggled for years to keep him
20,000
away
Leagues
from
Under the Sea.
Phobos'
Yeah,
influence,
exactly.
but
It's also a reference
as my brother
earlier
gained
to From the
power,
Earth to the
I
Moon,
was
an eerily
losing the
prophetic sci-fi novel, also
All
by Verne.
these
Yeah.
years, I have
Which has
repressed
also
so
inspired
many
multiple
tears.
bits of media.
I must learn to live with those
Most
ghosts.
notably,
Let's
Georges
keep
Méliès'
silent. We're getting closer.
Le Voyage dans la Lune, A Trip to the Moon. Around the World in 80 Days by Verne has had so many adaptations, it's practically folklore these days. Yeah, not only have there been a few just Around the World in 80 Days movies, for example, but there has been things that have been very clearly inspired by Around the World in 80 Days, because it's a wonderful concept for an adventure story. Le Voyage dans la Lune is also an opera. Oh, I didn't know it was an opera as well. Willy Fogg for one. Yep.
Why are you stopping?
Master, the cave is almost collapsing.
Will you let a bunch of rocks dishonor you?
Huh? No, Master. Never.
Faster! Get rid of this debris!
I need to remember, will you let a bunch of
must
rocks
be
dishonor you for the
they are
next
at the
time I
pipe
kill someone
below.
with falling
Both of
rocks
us will
in
make too much
Hero
noise.
Quest?
Wait here.
Phobos must be with him. Be careful. If you die in this
Written
world,
by
you
Jacques
will never
Offenbach in
return to
1875.
yours.
Oh,
I will
neat.
keep it in mind. Be careful too, even if you are a goddess.
Find the bloody raven. Can we not go further that way? We cannot go further that way. Okay, fine. I guess we're now at the point where we can't, that there's very little more for us to collect.
What's this place?
Verne and volcanoes. Passion for mysteries. Jules Verne had a great passion, or perhaps a small obsession, with volcanoes, as he used them in many of his major works. For the writer, they were an open door to mystery and adventure, to the discovery of the very origin of the Earth, guarded by an unstoppable force, capable of provoking terror and admiration in equal measure. His most famous volcano is the one in Journey to the Centre of the Earth, 1864. Snæfellsjökull? I probably didn't pronounce that right, and I am sorry to anyone in chat who knows how it's supposed to be pronounced and is super offended by the way I just said it. Located in western Iceland, and which, in the novel, is the gateway to a fantastic subterranean world. The volcano on Lincoln Island in his novel The Mysterious Island, 1874, plays an important role in the plot as it hides a cave that holds a great secret. The novel The Golden Volcano. Gee, I wonder if that has a volcano in it. Close enough. Thanks, RNG. Like, there's a reason I named this stream the way I did, because I knew that was going to happen today at some point. Also, I don't know if the microphone's picking that up, but does anybody want an ice cream? Shit, where did that go? I caught a button, and now we're on the wrong thing. Ah, there it is. If I recall correctly, the ul on the end is more of a tl. Yeah, I got no chance. Yeah, grab us a 99, cheers. Oh my god, 99s are so fucking expensive now. It's disgusting. They're like £3. You remember when a 99 were 99? I fucking do. £3 for a 99. It's disgusting. Can't even call it a 99 anymore when it's that much, can you? I know, right? So they need to rename them to 300 then. They fucking do.
Hello there.
Hello all, here to say hello and bounce. Don't feel super great, Bill. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Pudlord. Fucking timing, ice cream van. What the hell? Yeah, they literally started up their music right outside my window. Barney is coming for you. Fucking jump scared by Mr. Whippy over here. I'm so sorry. You know what Chibi Tan says? This channel can sometimes feature content that may startle or surprise or terrify, including ice cream van playing Yankee Doodle. Hey Terp, how you doing? Welcome on in. We're just getting jump scared by an ice cream van. I hope you feel better soon, Pudlord. But thank you so much for popping in to say hello. I really do appreciate it. I hope you get some good rest and are feeling fighting fit again soon. Okay, where were we? We were talking about volcanoes and then an ice cream van happened. The novel The Golden Volcano, 1906, was published after his death and finished by his son, Michel. The story takes place around a gold mine that, coincidentally, is located in the crater of a volcano. Ice cream truck? What kind of game is this? Oh no, the ice cream van was outside. It's really hot in my office, so I've got the window open a crack just to get some airflow going, and an ice cream van literally drove past my front window and started playing the Yankee Doodle tune just as they rounded the corner and came past my house. So it was like super fucking loud. The ice cream van uses surprise jingle. It's very effective. It is. We're all very confused and now want ice cream. In 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas, we find several references to volcanoes, such as Nemo's secret base, built inside a submerged volcano crater. In The Adventures of Captain Hatteras, 1866, he speaks of a volcano located at the North Pole. Undoubtedly, Verne was well aware of the power of the image of a volcano, and of the fascination that these titans of nature have, always aroused in human beings. It says a lot about his vision of the universe that, being as he was an enthusiast of technological progress, the presence of one of the most fearsome forces of nature, capable of wiping out civilizations in the blink of an eye, was so constant. It's worth noting, by the way, the volcano mentioned above, which I'm not going to try and pronounce again because I've already injured RNG enough today, is a real volcano. 3 guesses where, and the first 2 don't count. Is it in Western Iceland? I didn't have to scroll back up to look at where it was because I'd forgotten already, honest. Look, I have a bad memory, okay? And I failed geography. Don't at me. Yes, I didn't realise it was mentioned, yes. Okay, so we've got 2 ladders. I'm gonna go this way first.
Mad.
Maybe not. Let's go this way first. Because that looks like a once you go that way, you ain't coming back kind of situation. Oh, this may also be that. And there's nothing here. And no cracks in reality either. Oh no, we should be able to come back up here. Oh. Can we read that? No. God, what I'd give for a map right now.
Inside a dormant volcano in the middle of the ocean. Wonderful.
Oh, he's getting excited about volcanoes again. Okay, I think that probably means we're supposed to go this way. I have to come clean. The only Verne book I have read from start to finish was From Earth to the Moon. I realised it had a sequel like 10 years later. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing to come clean about here. Okay, no, that's where we're supposed to go. That music tells me everything I need to know. That is where we need to go. So we're going to go everywhere but there. Because what do we do to the critical path, everybody? But yeah, there is no shame, there is no guilt here, Terp. There are some folks in chat that have never heard of Jules Verne before. There are some folks that have read all of his books. There are some folks that have only read a couple. And whichever camp you fall into, that's perfectly fine. Shame it for being so critical. Can't it just enjoy something without picking holes in it? I mean, come on. Yeah, exactly. Harry Comp, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Ancestors 2. To whoever discovers this. The war between the ancestors of the coast and the ancestors of the mountains that we have been suffering for 2 years came to an end yesterday. Admez and his mountain followers defeated Xander's men. There was a terrible slaughter. Admez is now the lord of the island. We fear for our lives. He is a violent and vengeful man. Their stupid wars have spoiled this year's harvest. I do not know what will happen. I fear for our future. I've only ever read Paris in the 20th century, and it was a bloody while ago. Yeah, that's fair. And you probably wouldn't want to reread that considering how cheerful it is of a book. Not right now, anyway. I've only read 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. I know enough about his works, with the exception of Paris in the 20th century. I knew fuck all about that until Tids started explaining stuff. I know a lot about his works from just sort of osmosis, essentially, but yeah, I've not read many of them myself, and I do need to change that. Because it's been a long time. Cass was essentially a bunch of wealthy, mathematically talented alcoholics who build a big cannon. Yep. Yeah, Verne is a lot like, and this is going to sound really weird, but Verne is a lot like Princess Kaguya in that the content of his works is so prolific at this point that even people who've never heard of him have heard of his work, even if they don't know it's related to him in some way, if you know what I mean. For anyone that doesn't know what Princess Kaguya is, it's probably most easy to find thanks to there being a Studio Ghibli film. However, it is actually considered the first real work of science fiction. It is proto-science fiction. It's an old folk tale from Japan about a girl who comes from the moon. She is banished from the kingdom of the moon people, which is, as you may have guessed, the moon, and sent without her memories to live on Earth as a human. She is found by a childless couple in a bamboo plant. Some folks will know this story as the tale of the bamboo cutter. Some folks may recognise it as being eerily similar to Thumbelina, because where did we get the idea for that from? But the story of Kaguya Hime is so prolific in science fiction, and the ideas that have come from it are so prolific in science fiction that everybody kind of knows about Kaguya Hime, even if they've never heard of her as a character, and they've never heard the actual original folktale that she comes from. It's kind of neat the way stuff like that works. Serendipitous. Same with how most people who know Lovecraftian lore also have never read Lovecraft, which is probably for the best. Howard had some interesting opinions, and by interesting opinions, I mean issues. Ancestors 3, to whoever discovers this. When I think of our forefathers, of all their deeds and miracles, how sad it is that such a noble lineage is ending like that of some wild animals. I pray to the primordials to have mercy on us. They are our only... Scrawling's terminated. Hey, Model, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Just don't ask him about his cat. Yeah, that's a good plan. Or the Irish. Or penguins. He didn't have issues, he was issues personified. Yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate. I'm glad we went back that way. I was a little worried we were going to get squished by something if we did, but we got lore. Lovecraft is better absorbed through osmosis rather than direct contact. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So we have a stealth section, and we know how well these have gone for me previously, so this should be fun. Lovecraft has more issues than a comic book store. Bravo. Oh, shit's next.
Hands up.
Speaking of me being great at stealth sections in games. Okay, so it's checkpointed me over here, so I guess we have to go this way. Sneaky Tan. Not very. I wish I was Sneaky Tan. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Please don't look this way. Stealth. I'm really wishing now that I had an emote of my avatar, but like hiding under an orange box. Not the orange box, but an like a box of oranges. Oh shit, we don't need to go this way. Ooh, or do we? Do we need to do a cracks in reality thing here? Let's have a look. No, okay. So now I've got to try and get back over there. Fuck. No cracks in the flow of reality, eh? Well, that's a relief. Well, on this one occasion, not really. Okay, so we've got to go this way, and we have less cover over here. Great! What could possibly go wrong? Please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Oh, thank fuck for that. Okay, okay. Okay, we got this, we got this. We're okay. Probably. We have survived the stealth section. No, we haven't. There's more stealth. Ah, fuck. This guy's got a flamethrower. Stealth. Yeah, just throwing ourselves off of a thing there. That's super stealthy. We are the stealthiest. That's not a hidey box. Oh, fuck. Shit.
Stealthy terrorist.
Damn it. Just saying, we've all been there. It's Monday and you just got to get to work or school and boom, reality breaks. Must be a Monday. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we're behind this box. But we didn't go behind this box. Why is the checkpoint here? Game, this is cruel. And we can't go that way. There's a wall there. Fuck that. Okay. Okay. What a polite little poof from that Flammenwerfer. Indeed. I was expecting to get barbecued, but no, he just, you know, little warning flam. Okay. So we're gonna have to wait till this guy turns around and then just follow close behind him, I think. Or as close as we can. Come on. Yes! Okay. Oh, fuck, there's another one. Yee. Let's keep an eye on him for a minute and see what he does.
Freeze!
Fuck. Okay. Yeah, there's not enough time to get behind that box, I don't think. Oh, it's put me back here again! That's so mean! I am forced into a crouch, which means I also can't run. I think what I've got to do is wait for Goldie Boy there to be gone and for this guy to turn around and then really quickly... No,
stop right there.
I can't even get to the ladder. Maybe I can do some magic. We'll try doing some magic instead of just stealthing. Because it doesn't seem like there's any way we can get past that guy. He moves too quickly. There we go.
Stones fell violently from the highest part of the tunnel, warning the guards.
What's that?
There we go. Oh god, more stealth. Fuck. Have I fucked myself over now? Maybe not. Nope, there we go. Made it behind the crate just in time. Okay. We're going to wait here for a moment so that I can sort of get to grips with how these two are moving with each other. Still no cracks in the flow of reality. Fucking serious.
Everything's over, damn raven.
Verne! Monsieur Verne, at last. Brothers, lower your guns.
If you are trying to look kind to me, I don't think it will work.
I would never
Doesn't
use
think it will,
flattery
but
with
it
you.
might.
It would be an insult to your wit. I want to share with you my vision of a better new world.
I'm not interested in your delusions of grandeur.
You're blinded by the present, Verne. Forget about now. Think about the future. You and I. We are special, superior, united under the power
I really like
of the
Raven's
artifact.
character design.
We can rebuild the world. No more nation, no more empires, no more wars. It's the same you dream with, isn't it?
I doubt that the world you dream of resembles mine. You are a monster.
You disappoint me. With or without you, I will find the way to make the IMAG work. We will have fun in the torture chamber. Take him!
Two-headed eagle banners, large occult-related archaeology, grand visions for the future. These must be the good guys. Yep, definitely. It's okay, we drowned the Nazis.
Now the Nautilus is yours forever. Enjoy it.
Blub. Get fucked, Vash. Yep. That is a great little profile picture for him, though. I like that. Yippee! Hang on a minute. I thought so. The alert box covers the subtitles. Yeah. I don't think we're going to have any more flickering images warnings for now, so we should be okay to take that down, I think. We turned him into a good fascist. Indeed we did. Bloody Raven. Commander Hetzel. Why did I go to the other page there? Because I went, hang on a minute, that surname seems familiar. Pierre Jules Hetzel. Jules Verne turned his publisher / editor in his mind palace into the bad guy. You didn't like my book, so you must be a fascist. Bit harsh. Little bit harsh. Raised in a family associated with power since the times of the old Prussian kingdom, Hetzel learned early on to hate the hypocrisy and plots that defined politics and the day-to-day life of the elites in the city. Fleeing that decadent and unhealthy environment, he enlisted in the army at a very young age to fight on the front line. Having fought in the Asian War of the 30s, he made rapid progress through his victories, his strategic talent and the loyalty he earned from his men. He inaugurated his position as a commander by founding the elite Echo Guard Corps, and, in his desire to become the terror of his enemies, he had a suit of armour made for him that resembled a raven. From that moment on, he took the nickname Bloody Raven. When he was assigned to the campaign against the Golden Empire of Africa, he was appointed warden of the Terror Mine prison, making it his base of operations and source of income. When Nemo and his companions arrived laden with chains, the Raven rejoiced at having the honour of being in charge of torturing and breaking the very famous Captain Nemo. That's so Raven. I know, right? Bravo, RNG. However, he underestimated the man, and it cost him dearly. In one of his torture sessions, Nemo managed to cut his face with a piece of metal hidden in his sleeve, completely disfiguring him. He had a mask forged that, from that moment on, he would never take off in public. Before he could execute Nemo, he and his companions escaped, destroying the mine prison in the process. That became Bloody Raven's greatest and deepest shame. The captain became his obsession, driving him to the point of abandoning the African front with his Echo Guard in order to hunt him down. The chase halfway around the world gradually revealed to him the technological wonders hidden in the Nautilus, and something that changed everything: the existence of the flame of Hephaestus. Hetzel realised that stopping the captain would not only open the door to all the inventions created by his brilliant mind, but would also give him access to an infinite source of energy, an unrivaled power to destroy all his enemies and those hypocritical politicians who ruled the nation. Hetzel is a supremacist. He seeks to exterminate all his enemies whom he considers inferior. He does not seek peace. He seeks domination. He considers himself a great hero and the herald of the god of war.
Mon Dieu.
Kratos?
Jules, did you find him?
Boy.
Are you all right?
Yes. The Raven is not our worry anymore.
And Phobos?
Not a sign. Can I use the iMac to open this?
I'm afraid that this time it won't be that easy. Luckily, we have this. Concentrated blue blood from the Nautilus.
I need something that can help me.
Okay, we can't go past this beam, it won't let us. Oh, right. I have to open my inventory first. There we go.
As soon as it has come into contact, the blue blood has activated.
It does sound
Use
like
the
he's saying
controls.
iMac, doesn't it? Select the right symbols, select a circle, rotate circle. Okay. So, Oh. Okay. Let's see what we got going on here. Where is 3 triangles pointing upwards there? Okay. So we want that one there.
The blue blood is only supplying a small portion of energy. You will have to solve it as fast as you can.
Okay. You have to do this in... I don't think they've explained that, actually, Model. 1% to ask submarine. I know, right? Okay. So... now that we've got a better view of what we got... No. Let's reset again. Oh shit, no, I opened it.
Let's go inside.
Completely by accident, I managed to get it open.
Absolutely marvelous.
I thought to myself, that reset really quickly that time. Do you get less chances to solve it every time? And then the door opened and I went, oh, I opened it. I didn't even have chance to register that I'd got everything in the right place. The flame of Hephaestus, the energy of Atlantis. In the year 6500 BC, a group of Atlantean explorers landed on a remote island. There they found an extinct volcano and, inside it, something that would change the destiny of their people forever. An immense floating ball of light. They christened it the Flame of Hephaestus. Atlantis experts believe that the flame was an accumulation of gases contained in the structure of the volcano, which, when traversed by a flow of electrons, produced discharges of electricity that generated light and a very powerful energy. The Atlanteans exploited this discovery immediately. In barely more than 10 years, the flame was feeding the whole of Atlantis through a network of conduits, and Golden Age began. Her technology was unparalleled, and trade flourished in an unimaginable way. Her prosperity attracted people from all over the world. However, among the Atlanteans, there were those who believed that the foreigners could steal the flame from them, and they became more and more hostile towards them. Fear dominated them. They transformed their city into an impregnable castle, and subjected to slavery those they considered unworthy of being Atlantean citizens. They squandered almost all their wealth on erecting an underwater barrier around the island of the flame of Hephaestus, designed to alter the climate and currents to make it unreachable. Over time, they relegated the maintenance of the huge network that distributed the flame to the most miserable slaves. With this state of affairs, a small accident could trigger a tragedy, and that's what happened when a soldier crashed a slave into a fragile pipe. A leak caused a spark, and then each and every flame-powered machine exploded at the same time. In the blink of an eye, Atlantis was wiped off the map. The few survivors abandoned her ruins and exiled themselves on the island of the flame of Hephaestus to keep it out of the reach of mankind. At that moment, the Ancestors' Guard was born. Now I want to watch the Atlantis animation again. Yeah, that's fair. It's a really good little film. Like, that is technically the second sort of dark age of Disney. And it's a real shame, because They made some great fucking films in that time frame. Atlantis, Treasure Planet, really good little films. Unleash the Flame. Okay, there's literally nothing else we can do in here. Atlantis is magnificent. It really is. It's a great film. I had the sticker album for it. Oh, that's cool.
Hello, little sister. Thanks for opening that door for me.
Phobos, Verne.
No idea where it went. Oh, that's a shame. Hey, Phobos.
Excuse me for using this ruse with you, but I need you to listen to me, Verne.
What the?
Ruh-roh.
You are the shadow on the bridge.
Plaisea, you must accept your defeat and stop confusing Verne with Liberty Dreams out of his reach. She didn't show you the whole picture. I am the fear that inhabits inside your mind. Yes.
He is the shadow that flaps in the night.
The only reason of my existence is protecting us from
Are we
pain.
gonna have a space wizard lightning battle
now? I
now?
understand that you'll be happier with me here than on the outside, in a world that doesn't love nor understand you.
Don't listen to him. He wants to corrupt your imagination.
That's untrue. I just want the best for him. You came to this world looking for protection from reality, fleeing from failure and shame, because you knew that here you would find everything you always craved for. Adventures, mysteries, extraordinary journeys. Why do you want to return to your world? Here, you can be happy forever. I can do it, and I just need one thing to achieve it. Destroy the iMac.
What?
Quit your impossible writer dreams. Destroy the iMac. Give me the control of your world, and you will never feel pain or rejection again.
No, I don't want to hide. Now that I've seen what I can create, I want to
Destroy
show
the
it to
iMac.
the world at all costs.
Grr, that is delusional. I can't allow you to suffer. I don't want more pain. We must protect ourselves. If you don't want an eternal paradise, I will drown you in a grayish terror that will make you want to keep
harsh.
your head inside a hole in the ground. You will live the rest of your
Hello,
days
Agamemnon. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today.
factories.
Destroy
Don't
iMac.
try to
Embrace
resist.
PC.
You are just a sad scribbler with a head filled with
Shit, our villain's Billy Gates.
Yes, that is what I am. What I always wanted to be. Better than a coward who hides from himself.
All right, the hard way then. I will
Wait, does
turn
that mean
the
we're
flame
Steve
of
Jobs?
Hephaestus with my imagination. I will write the end to this story of yours, of the iMac, Plaisea, and the Nautilus. The nation will prevail forever inside.
Oh
your mind.
no.
Verne, I hope you like smoke and ashes.
I do actually, yeah.
His control has faded. We're free.
Why don't you open?
Hello, Gibraltar. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Hobby no.
Don't
Hobby no
read
what?
my books.
I'm glad that despite your criticism, you recalled my theories regarding Atlantean mythology.
That thing you came out with about sand and rust was catchy.
I hope at least we were
I
the
made
better
guess
Steve,
that if
Wozniak.
the iMag is my creative
Yeah.
imagination catalyst.
That would be better.
When coming into contact with destructive imagination,
You know what you
it should
did.
annul
No,
it.
I don't.
Luckily enough, it worked. Has Phobos disappeared forever?
Not quite.
Oh, God
Fear
forbid,
is
Tim
terrible,
Cook.
but
No.
sometimes it's necessary. What has vanished is Phobos's control over your mind. You are finally free from him. Thanks, Jules, for saving us.
I wish I could stay. May I see you again?
We are inside you. Always will be.
That's ominous.
We are the shape of fantasy. It's time to go back home.
We do have the same facial hair as Woz. Yeah? Fair?
Hiding from reality only nurtures fear. and our only chance to defeat
She
it
said the
is our hope,
thing!
the
She did.
ability to imagine a better world. I had to take note of all these events before they were lost and deformed by the treacherous currents of my memory. And here I am, back into my world, the real world.
Can I make an observation, folks? Right at the beginning of this, I was like, I hope this isn't a dream sequence. After Jules Verne was hit harshly by the rejection in 1860 of his dark novel, Paris in the 20th Century, the author recovered and during the following years wrote a series of stories full of imagination and optimism that forever changed literature and have served as inspiration to all humanity. Yeah, right at the beginning I was like, I hope this isn't a dream sequence. This is going to be a dream sequence, isn't it? And the entire game was Verne wrestling with himself on a bridge in Paris, trying to decide if he was going to throw his manuscript into the river or not. I was right, it was a fucking dream sequence. But it was an enjoyable dream sequence, I'll give it that much. Oh, this is nice. I mean, it's a little janky in the bringing in the pictures, but it's nice to have the pictures though. Well, that's Verne done. Oh my god! Look at the size of the French and German translation teams in comparison to the Chinese and Japanese ones. Nemo's VA, Joshua Zamricki, is an American. Oh, okay then. Thank you for looking that up, Tidders. Surname suggests probably a Polish family. It's a good surname. I like it. Gametopia. 1 year later, oh, we've got more to play. There's the post-credits, everyone. This is the Marvel Cinematic Universe version of Jules Verne.
This letter. It must be important. Verne, we need your help at Hemera.
That name rings a bell, Frankenstein.
And Cedric has finally found a vaccine that we must deliver to the whole world. Signed, E. Oh my god! But how?
Someone needs to lay off the smelling salts. Okay, so that's film done. It was an early DS game. Then yes, I probably have. Let me look it up. I bet if I look at the cover, I'll recognise it. Oh shit, yes, no I did. I really enjoyed Another Code. I just forgot what it was called. It'd be nice if that actually got, E is the lady at the end of the game, who was wearing the cloak. It just got announced for the Switch! Oh, wicked! I was just about to say, it'd be really nice if they re-released that, considering they re-released Ghost Trick. That's awesome! Okay, so when that comes out, we'll be playing that on stream. Yes, I also played the sequel. One of the small joys of owning a Nintendo Wii is that I got to play the sequel to Another Code. I still want them to re-release Hotel Dusk as well, because Hotel Dusk was so good! Thought it would be up your alley. Oh, it very much was. Like, a lot of my early point and clicking that wasn't ScumVM related was Nintendo DS titles. Because there were so many good point and click adventure games on the DS. Like a weird amount of really good point and click puzzle games for the DS. I should show you folks The World Ends With You at some point as well, because that is one of my favourite games. And there's a Switch version of that, which I own. So we should do that sometime. Like, now I've got the fancy capture card and I can have everything hooked up all at once. I have no excuse to not. Okay, so that's Verne done. That was a really fun game. I really enjoyed that. I'm going to take a little break, get some more water, because I've drank all of my water during that. And then we will do some perception speedrun practice. Thank you, RNG. And they've still not re-released SMT4, yeah. Stuck on the DS where it can't be bought anymore, yeah. To be honest with you, I don't see any of the mainline Mega 10 games getting re-releases. If I'm honest with you. I mean, I'd love to see DS1 and DS2 get a re-release. Nocturne did, yeah, that's true. But besides Nocturne, I doubt they're gonna really put a lot of time into re-releasing the other mainline Mega 10 games. Be nice if they did, but I have no faith in Atlas to re-release the games that I want them to re-release. Yes, I know it did, but well, there are reasons for that. iOS one was apparently the best one, which says a lot if you ask me. Lost media due to console device obsolescence is a horror. It really is. That's why I love stuff like ScumVM and basically any kind of emulators that allow you to emulate games that weren't originally for the PC on the PC. Because at least then, you know, there's a way of preserving them even if it's not great. You know? We've lost so much in terms of the history of video games already. DOSBox has saved so many titles. It really has. It really fucking has. And GOG have been a big part of the preservation of video games as well. Points to the native Jak and Daxter port on PC. Is it bad or good? Is the future decompiling games? Yep. Right, I am going to take that break. Now is a great time for everyone else to take a little break too. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, have a little stretch. If you have pets that need to be let outside, now's a good time to do that too. Get some fresh air. You know, whatever you need to do in terms of meat mecha maintenance. Let's get some of that in, and then we'll be back in 5 minutes to do some perception practice ready for Time Tick next month. Okay? Right. BRB, folks. If I'd have known that, I would have wished her a happy birthday. On to food. Ooh, enjoy food. Oh, fucking hell! What? No! Ah! Shit!
I believe in you, says Zero. A little late there, buddy.
What the fuck just happened? What? What? What the fuck just...
I was all going a bit Pete Tongle all of a sudden. No!
Like, it just sort of rubber banded and then we were out of fuel? All to yourself.
My challenge is to do 15 totems, and I did 0 that last game, so
Sorry.
Not good enough.
Tell you when I find any, instead of doing them myself. And then you can have the points. Hey, Sadie.
Sadie match.
I could just sit and watch the idle animations all day. Oh my god, Bub is adorable. Okay, so Chronodile. Chronodile. That's amazing. The Bar of the Thirsty Horseman. Can I go in there? Nope, don't have the key for it. Hey, look! Horsey. Wait. Is that Big Narita? I think that might be Big Narita. He's in the background! Oh my god, that's amazing! I'm calm. Totally calm. We can get some water. Fuck. I put the bear trap down and then stepped in it. I am a failure. Oh, that was embarrassing. Where? That was fucking amazing! Yes! We mech now. Oh my god, that's awesome! Servobot has all of Naruto Boy's basic moves: jump attack, dodge, shoulder bash, uppercut. Servobot also has an extra attack called down stab. Yes! That allows you to attack from above. Yes. Fucking love this game. Just gonna... She's watching a fucking horror movie. I love her. I love her so much. It's like, oh no, my friend, I must save you. Oh, that was fucking great. Oh, you came back. I thought you were being fucking murdered. There is a spike stuck in him. He doesn't seem to care. Morcar as the heroes face him, finally. Oopsie whoopsie, I did a fucky wucky. I'm gonna help you defeat the real evil, okay? Yeah, I can just imagine that. Perfect. Oh yes, please, I'd be so grateful. Yes, great master. For the overlord. A heavy, hollow thud, thud, thud lumbered over the horizon. As the mass loomed into view, its speakers clacked into life as it let out its war cry. What's this? Causing irreparable damage is the best part of parenting. Sorry, I'm not analysing the blood splatter. Was it a face? Possibly. Okay, so we've got...
Hey, no spoilers, you fucking reprobates.
I will take that compliment, Tidders. Thank you. Would like some more muscles, though. Look at me, taking fucking compliments without arguing the toss. If only Slow was here to hear this. Good. Oh, hello. Who are you? No, come back! Oh, don't come back! Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
My sword was mighty, but I needed to find a weak spot.
I just got an achievement called Didn't Panic. That's very definitely what happened, folks. Twitch will off of it, and the holes are getting bigger. Let's see if... Okay, so I know we can't fit any more corpses down the toilet, but I feel like these two need...
Mon Dieu. It's a Manet.
Oh, no, it's not. It's a Hobbs.
You know, it's only slightly unsettling that he's staring directly into the camera when he says that. I feel seen.
In the style of Manet.
I imagine Nurgle is a very...
Spotty, let's move. And please, try to contain your excitement a bit. No, don't, Spotty. Don't let anyone drag you down. You be as excited as you want to be, mate. Lovely dog. Owes me a pint. Yeah, that works. I'll try. I promise. I'm just very happy to go on an adventure with you. Oh, Spotty, sweet pea. Oh. I wish to pet. Okay. Follow me. Look at his tail. Yeah, I know. Isn't he brilliant? He's brilliant. He's a good boy. Morcar as the heroes face him. Finally. Oopsie whoopsie. I did a fucky wucky. I'm gonna help you defeat the real evil, okay? Yeah. I can just imagine that. Perfect.
Another corpse.
Oh, fuck. George! I forgot. I forgot there were 3. Hey, Slow.
Excellent!
I was trying...
Apparently we can play Nemo's organ. And fairly well.
On the step on me, mummy jokes, but I don't funk. I'm gonna take a photograph of you first. Oh shit! No, I don't want to take a photograph from inside you. That seems a bit rude. Not on a first date. Giving the poor bugger a spectral colonoscopy. It requires a certain amount of discussion and consent. This is just... Yeah. So that Lilim isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight, or I'll explode. Oh. Oh.
This is rubbish. This is an abomination.
This is me. Oh, hello. Who are you? No, come back! Oh, don't come back! Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
My sword was mighty, but I needed to find a weak spot.
Ha 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 ha! I just got an achievement.
I am back, everybody. I haven't finished setting up, but that's okay. We can do that now. I hope you all had a nice break and are feeling refreshed. I need to press